Now. Oh.
Hello!
Hey, everybody.
What's going on,
Hello, what's
everybody?
up, guys?
I hope you are all having a delightful, delightful time. Thank you so much for the raid. That is amazing. Aaron Janasi, thank you for resubscribing. That is fabulous.
Nice.
And Neil, it was fabulous to play with you again, too. It's always amazing getting to play with Dead Aussie. Like, it just, Michael, you just make me so happy. It's so much fun. And honestly, every time I play with you, I learn so much about DMing. Like, it's such a joy. And thank you, Eldritch Scribe. And thank you, Caligena, for following. That is fabulous. And
did someone die in your game?
We're so excited. What?
Did someone die in
No.
your game?
No. But he did try to murder my friend Fruit Loop.
Thank you.
He's a monster. And thank you so much, DM Dave, for subscribing. That's amazing. Yes, he tried to murder my little fruit pet. He's a bastard. And we don't know what happened. He did a crazy friggin' like cliffhanger ending where Fruit Loop, we don't know if he's gonna survive.
Oh, that's
it's making me say, I'm not gonna sleep for a week. You're a monster, Dad. And thank you, Dark Horse. Thank you. And thank you, Only Time Will Tell, for following. That's fabulous. And while I've got you here, let me tell you about this place. So you know, Dag, he's fabulous. Over here on Play Nerd Allies, we do our own homebrew world, which is called the Patchwork Planet. There's a whole story all about that, and I'll throw a link up to the short story that started it all a little later in the stream. But I want to first, of course, as we do, shout out our fabulous sponsors that we have. First of all, we just got Hero Forge. Dag just showed you what you can do with Hero Forge in the middle of a stream if you want to. Just make a whole new character, like set it up. So it's fabulous. Oh my God, Noria, thank you for the bits.
And a hype train.
Starting a hype train. Hype train!
It's a hype train.
I really, where's the whistle, Lando? You told me you bought
I literally just did it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I was like, I bought it. It was like $6, so it's totally worth it.
God, I love it. And it's
we should send them to everybody.
So first of all, okay, so here's the thing. Oh, thank you, RG, for subscribing, and Aaron Zanossi, thank you for the bits. Oh my God,
1,000 bits.
Okay, so here's the thing. Since people are donating, let me let you know what you actually get, all right, when you donate. So if you look down in the About section, there's a whole list of things that you get if you donate bits. For 1,000 bits, you get to add an elemental effect to what is going on. So now we're going to have 2 of those. I'll tell you about that in a minute. There's also all kinds of fabulous things you can do with our channel points called ally points. And when you use those, you can do all kinds of things like give advantage, give pluses. My favorite is when somebody's like, I want to learn a secret about your world because I work really hard on the lore for this world, so I can tell you all kind of stuff.
He really does like it a lot.
Thank you for following DM Stretch. That's fabulous. So we have got all kinds of stuff. So as far as our sponsors go, we have a whole bunch of sponsors that are helping us out. Hero Forge is the newest one. We just got them this week. We're so excited. We're actually affiliates at Hero Forge. So, thank you, Heron, for subscribing. That's fabulous. There it is. If you want to help us out and you want to, oh my God, and Wizard, thank you. Well, Wizard, I'm assuming you're gonna save that when you need when I'm a beat ass.
We need an environmental.
Yeah,
I'm a beat ass,
be nice.
and then you're gonna pull out an environmental effect. It's gonna be delightful.
Maybe I'll just use all of those as plus twos.
At some point, I'm gonna get through talking about Hero Forge. I'm gonna do it. I am. I don't care how many bits you throw at me. I'm gonna do it. So we have got.
There's a forced ad break just right now. Just a heads up. I don't know if that.
There is. Oh no. That's terrible. I'm sorry. We have got these forced ad breaks. I'm not sure what we have not managed to turn them off yet. So really sorry about that. But Hero Forge. So we're actually affiliates of Hero Forge. So if you love using Hero Forge, if you want to buy any of their minis, which are fabulous, if you want to get subscribed to them, please use our affiliate code down below, which Alando will throw up right now.
I'll do it again.
And we will. Oh my God! Thank you for the subs, Danielle. That's incredible. Good God! It's just it's going crazy.
Oh my
Level
God! We're
something.
on a level 3 hype train.
And depending on how high we get this hype train, there are going to be things that you will get in this adventure. Which I will, for hype trains, I always keep it sort of secret. I always pull it out when it's time to reward the hype. We also have a fabulous. I'm doing an interview with Games Played Badly tonight. Actually, they are a fabulous sponsor of ours, as well as is Phoenix Dice, who we love. We're actually doing a big giveaway tomorrow for our Wheel of Time stream, where you can get amazing dice from them. You can actually choose whatever dice you want in the entire store, which I love. So it's not a specific dice, it's whatever dice you want. So definitely sign up for that. We're also going to be giving away 2 fabulous books. One is Potions Unlocked, which is like 100 different potions that do all kinds of fabulous things, including like legendary potions that change your whole physiology. And each potion has amazing art and also has a whole backstory with it. There's a short story for each potion. It is delightful. And a fabulous little Halloween adventure that you can do called Beneath the Graveyard. So that's fabulous too. So we've got all kinds of things we're giving away tomorrow. And thank you, Chaotic, for the bits. That is great. So because we've had all of these bits thrown, we have to do a little bit of housekeeping here. So first of all, we have got right, like we gotta make sure everybody gets what they need. Yeah. All right, so Noria, first to you. For that 1,000 bits, you may choose between royals, gnomes, and kobolds.
Oh.
All right. You let me know which one you want. Erigenasi. You can choose between magic, mech, or artifact.
Ooh.
And wizard magic, you can choose between joy, sorrow, or rage.
Ooh.
So, you let me know what you want to do. And it'll be fabulous. Yeah.
Should I go crazy with this, guys? What do you guys think?
You do what you want, man.
Okay.
Already about it.
Erigenasi has chosen artifact. So we've got that. Okay. Let's see what we have got. We're almost through level 4. That is amazing. We're going to do it. So we've got Joy, we've got Artifact, and who am I waiting on? It is just, I am waiting on Noria. Yeah. Noria. So let me know which one of those you choose, my dear, and we will get that started, and that will be amazing, and I cannot wait. This is so fabulous. All right. So we've got... So, last time on Play Nerd Allies, our group managed to defeat, with the help of our fabulous cat, a whole bunch of water and earth elementals that were plaguing the Fire Genasi marketplace. They figured out that the water and the earth elementals came from the water section of the city and the earth section of the city, since this is the city of elements. They're not great with each other right now. They're not really feeling it, so that's sad. But they also met a new friend. Why don't you, Crow, tell us about you when you crashed into the middle of this?
I made a bit of an explosive entry as I fell from the sky because apparently lightning drakes can't fly immediately. Who would have figured? But once I landed, I aided them. A couple of my new acquaintances decided to swim in a water elemental that was then shocked by lightning, sent by a particularly skilled bard. Nice ratty fellow.
Ratty fellow.
And then after that, we ascended a massive air elemental.
Oh my god.
And almost died, but didn't.
Fabulous. And then they took their new friend to find a way up to the floating part of the city. The Air Genasi had separated themselves out from the rest of the city because the rest of the city was trying to kill them. Because they are not great people. So, in order to get up there, they needed to actually hang glide. And Thul, why don't you tell me about what happened to you when we were trying to hang glide there?
Well, I was enjoying myself until, it decided to feel the ramifications of someone's sabotage, and inevitably I started to plummet to my death. I had hoped I had figured out the secret of levitating, like my Mind Flayer kin, but no, in the end it was Goro who ended up saving my arse. So now I'm just, I would very much like to talk to whoever did this.
Just talk.
That's right.
A horde of rabbits I would like to feed them to.
The hang gliders were sabotaged, damn it. Apparently the evil Genasi that ran their little shop would sabotage the hang gliders, and hoping that people would actually fall to their deaths and so they could collect all their belongings. So they're not great. They're not super awesome. So we're finding that this city is full of a lot of people that aren't super fabulous. We don't really know the Air Genasi yet, but we will get to know them soon. And I would like to thank you so much. We got completed at level 4 for the hype train. That is incredible, you guys. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
And for that, I will warn you, group of adventurers, when you are, because knowing you, you will choose that path. Yeah. Whenever you're about to destroy the whole city. Yes. I will do that for you. That is what I will do. So, you have landed your hang gliders safely after traversing the giant air elemental that is more than a mile wide, that supports or helps to support this section of the city. Now, thank you for stopping by, Phoenix Awaki John. You're awesome. You're awesome. We love you. We will see you soon. Now, you are here, a mile above the ground, on a dock made of stone and held up by what look like huge balloons encased in stone buildings. As you look across the city, you see many things. It seems to be separated into 3 separate tiers. The first tier, as you are entering the city, seems to be filled with many people hawking their wares. It is lined around the mountain that is floating in the air with market stalls. Many air genasi are in these markets, and you do in fact see a few other types of creatures. But not many. You see no fire, earth, or water genasi among them. What would you like to do?
Well, Gorf, after landing, went still learning how to control their inner rage, and so unconsciously went into barbarian rage after landing, and is shaking and just, I'm gonna kill her, I'm gonna kill her, I'm gonna kill her, I'm gonna kill her, I'm gonna kill her.
No, hold on, buddy.
Oh,
Wait.
Where's the
Easy
glider?
there.
Where's the glider? We're going back.
Brother,
No.
We'll
brother,
make sure she gets it.
I know that feeling more
She'll
than
get her.
most. Just take a breath. Take a breath. We need to go
All
to
right.
our house.
Killed
We
all
need to
of us.
rest.
And our
That's
first
a good idea.
environmental effect takes effect.
Uh-oh.
Can I cast
You
calm emotions on
suddenly-
Gorfa first?
Hold on one sec. You, because wizard magic chose joy, Goru looks out across the horizon as someone who has traveled far and wide. You still have never seen anything like this. And this view from a mile above the earth fills you with wonder and joy, and you feel your rage slipping away. You, good sir, for the rest of this adventure, will act as though you have had calm emotions cast on you. You will be immune to any sort of charm
Ooh.
or wisdom-based issues. You can enter rage again, but if you do, you will lose that effect. So, choices.
Sorry about that, everyone.
Now.
I lost my cool there for a second.
No, it's fine. I did mention that I wasn't having such a good time here. You know, the people are a little crazy, I'd say, in this country. But we need some rest. I mean, look at you. You still look beat up.
I am exhausted.
wasn't that a place you
Absolutely
guys were trying to
exhausted.
find?
Same.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
I'll look up at the street signs. Can I can't read them, can I?
Can anyone read Primordial?
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
All right.
Both
Okay,
me and
I'll show them the,
Proton can.
I can.
Ooh.
Well, then the only one, Felix, you're the dumb one today. Sorry, honey.
So, all right, I'll show them the ledger. Be like, I'll point to the our property on this island.
All right, you notice that your property is in the second tier of the city. It's pretty close to the third tier. And as you look at the map, what you realize as you're sort of studying it is, actually, you know what? Give me a, anybody can give me, who's looking at the map can give me either a history check or an intelligence check.
I will do a.
Am I allowed to do that too?
I would like also.
An intelligence
hold
what
on,
or history?
Hold on one sec. Thank you for putting that into chat, Ithul. I'm going to need who's holding the map, please. Who is?
I'm holding
who
the
is
map.
that?
I'm showing them
I
the
would
map.
like you to make me a dexterity check, sir.
Oh, I love those.
Mm.
Dexterity check?
Yeah, a dexterity save.
Okay,
No,
let
a
me
dexterity
re-roll that.
check. I'm sorry, a dexterity check.
Okay.
And
Oh God!
so as you
I'm sorry, Felix.
unless somebody wants to give them, but you know what? I'm gonna say, so first of all, as you are looking at the map, Ithul has taken in the grandeur and the beauty of the view around him, and immediately got vertigo and threw up all over the map.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Damn
I'm a
it,
cave
Ithul.
dweller.
Hmm.
This is so
try to-
different.
I'll try to
Yeah.
press
It's so beautiful
Good
yet
job.
so horrifying.
Just clean it off with prestidigitation real quick. Just,
Thank you for being an ally.
Turn that off.
A
Thank
Thule,
you for the
please.
follow. What's up, man?
Oh, I got an
Oh,
advantage.
I'm gonna say you can use that next time.
I'll use it next.
So
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to see how you guys solve this problem. But thank you, Eritanasi. Felix will get advantage
I
next
don't know
time.
if it was seen, but Gorufon rolled a dirty 20 on the history check involving the map.
Oh yeah, what was the check?
Well, then I would like. All right, give me now. I want Gorfon to give me a an intelligence check, please.
See if you can remember what
Yeah,
he
to
just saw
see
before
how
the throw
quickly
up.
your mind works. Ooh,
You know a lot,
You-
just very slowly.
you managed when Felix pointed. You managed to see like what block it was on, but you don't know which house it is. And now you're literally sort of holding the map like this, and it's just a bucket of vomit right now. What would you like to do with your bucket of vomit?
I can't prestidigitate it.
There's a lot, dude.
Dump it on the ground
can-
and then press
Dump it off first, and yeah.
Okay, all right, fabulous. So as it slides off, it actually all of the ink runs with it.
Oh.
I just
It's
roll
almost
it up.
as if the universe doesn't want us to read this map.
I kind of.
You would have been absolutely fine if Ithul hadn't thrown up.
I just kind of throw it aside.
I would like to let everybody know that you can do whatever you want. This is a collaborative experience, and I will accept, as long as it doesn't break the world, you can absolutely do what you want, and I am here for it, and I will help you tell that story. So,
Well,
I'm so sorry. I'm just, like I said, Underdark, not Sky.
Right.
Anybody else
That's
need
right.
something from the market? Anybody else? I'm gonna do some shopping while we're here, and
Well,
I just.
I'm gonna go.
All right.
We should go to the house because I'm about to fall over.
All right. Do you know how to get there?
I saw the block, but
Okay. Well, we need a new map.
Okay. Now,
And,
mind you, this map is not going to have your house marked on it.
Really?
Well, we know the block.
That's dumb.
Yeah, because they don't know it's your house. It's been
Yeah.
200 years since anybody set foot in there.
Well, the ledger still has a address on it.
It does. Mm-hmm. But you need to be able to read the signs and
Well-
actually
well-
get there.
I saw the block.
Signs.
Right. So we need a map.
Wait, hold on. Yes?
I can read signs. Sure.
Fabulous.
We should ask someone for directions.
So, I
Maybe
saw the
I like-
block. I can get us close that we can ask for directions.
I'll go with
So
you.
what do you actually want to do?
Let's go.
What are you going to do?
Do you know how
I'll
to
look-
get to the block, Gorfun?
No idea.
We can
So
figure it
let's-
out.
Or
Yeah,
did we
I
go
mean,
by
we're all
something from
smart.
someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, so big question. Are you guys going to stand around and talk to each other? or you're going to do something. Either one is fine.
Let's
Oh.
go buy something from someone at the market and try to get directions afterwards.
Alright, fine.
That sounds like a plan.
Going to someone, can I get a stick of gum and some directions?
Cup of water.
I promise I'm of
copper.
age. Can I have some beer?
All right, what kind of stall are you looking for?
Well, I'd like to buy some potions as well since we're here, but
Ooh,
is there a
for
map
an
store?
outfit. Oh,
Yeah.
or a carta. Which, all right, so I would like, who wants to roll me a D100?
Ooh, I'll roll it.
Go ahead.
All right, gimme. And then who else would like to roll me a D100?
I got it.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
a
fuck it.
90.
Why
A
not?
98. Holy cow.
Okay, Crow.
Oh,
And a 6.
So we got both ends of the spectrum here.
So,
We're covered on
Crow,
both
as
ends.
you are sort of looking up the signs, like trying to remember your primordial, like exactly which, like, does that accent mean that this is this way? You literally walk right into the front of an alchemist shop. So you have found the alchemist shop. Ithul, as you scour the marketplace for anyone with a map, you realize that people are just sort of avoiding you because you smell like puke. So
Oh,
so
poor
no one will
Ithul.
actually tell you where anything is. Sorry.
Well, all right, I should probably do something about that. Prestidigitate
But you
as much of it off as possible.
You can prestidigitate like the chunks off, but there's a little bit sort of soaked into the fabric that just isn't. You got a little scent of it. You know, there's a little soupçon of
Where's
vomit.
Where's that? I need a dry cleaner. Where's a tailor?
So, all right. So, Crow, you have found alchemist shop. What would you like to do?
Is there a shopkeep?
There is
Probably.
there's a door and there's a window.
I will look through the window.
You see that it's pretty bustling. Like it's actually pretty busy in there. So there's a couple of people in there that are would be available to help you with your purchase.
I look back over to Felix.
Oh.
Potion in there.
You found one. Perfect. Thank you. Shall we go in?
Absolutely. I open the
All
door
right.
for him.
I
After
walk
you.
in. Thank you.
Fabulous. As you enter this potion shop, you see that, true to the sort of sense of the air elementals that started this country and the genasi and the genies that started this country, everything is very specifically laid out, but in a very fluid way. It's a very cerebral type of space where certain types of potions are all put together and organized very well, but the architecture of the shop is very fluid, flowing lines, very few hard edges anywhere, and very breezy. Plenty of room to walk around and interact with people. Is there a specific type of potion that you're looking for?
I'm gonna grab a box of healing potions, definitely. Do I
A
see
whole
any
box.
like? Yeah, sure,
Just-
of course. Someone needs to
rich as
keep them
hell.
on them.
Case. We need a 12-pack.
Okay, so
then-
apparently we are in the we are in the Air Genasi version of Costco.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fabulous.
Wholesale,
Sam's
let's
Club.
go.
Gotta buy
Right,
wholesale.
please.
We are.
And-
It's $1. It's $1 per potion as long as you buy 5,000 of them. You know?
I mean, if we're buying 5,000, like,
I'd love to see you try to carry 5,000 potions, sir.
Well, do they have any
Oh.
poisons or anything like that too?
Did you say that out loud?
No, I'm looking.
Okay, you do not see anything for poisons, but first, if you're looking for healing potions, why don't you give me a D100 and let's see how it goes, shall we? Shall we do just that very thing? And thank you for
51.
resubscribing, negative to Charisma. You're delightful. So, right in the center. Okay, so you do find healing potions, but only regular potions, just your basic. And there's only like 4 left.
Okay, I'll grab them all.
Okay. All right. As soon as you start to try to grab one, a shopkeep in a really beautiful light blue robe shows up. They have this perfectly white hair that's very curly, and their beard is flowing which is also totally white. Their skin is different shades of like light blue and white with a little bit of sort of give me everybody can give me a perception check.
All right.
Let's see what's going on here. Let's see how much you notice. Damn, Crow. Okay. Oh, well, my God. I'm really glad that you're getting rid of your high rolls right now. I
We're a
can't.
pretty perceptive team.
We got eyes.
It's the
do
only thing I
have
have expertise in.
You notice that there is a shimmer, but it's actually makeup. They're wearing some sort of glittering clear powder to make themselves look sparkly. They come over and just very delicately, very kind of say, "Oh, may I help you with that?"
Sure, of course.
And as you reach for it, they sort of like get there before you, and just like put it in a little basket that they've got on their arm and head over to the shopkeep. I'll just keep these up here at the front. You wanted all of them?
Yes,
This is
please.
fantastic. Thank you so much. Can I get you some water or some mead or some champagne? While you're
Crow,
shopping?
do you want some mead, some champagne, anything?
I'll take mead. Haven't met mead in a long time.
Mead. We'll take a mead.
They bring over
Two.
you
Two,
see that
two
there's
mead.
actually somebody like serving in the back. They've got like a little bar in the back just for the patrons apparently, and everything is served in these really beautiful flowing silver goblets. And they come out with like a little goblet of mead for each of you and offer it to you. And then this person comes running back up again. Is there anything else that I can get for you? Would you like?
Let me do an
And just
insight
very
check.
very soft voice, just very,
I'm gonna do it.
very delicate.
I need to do an insight check on this person.
Okay, sure. What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out if this is the type of place that even sells poisons or anything, or if that's like completely frowned upon here.
Just looking at them, there would be just no way to know that. There is you. Just because you haven't found any doesn't mean that there aren't any, and just looking at someone is not going to be enough to tell you whether or not they are doing illegal things here. Because there are obviously legal things happening around you, so...
But is poison illegal here?
A good friend.
You can give me... you know what? You can give me a check. If you want to talk to Crow about it, Crow could give me a check with advantage because he's been here for a while.
I'll talk to Crow about it.
How loud are you going to talk?
Hush hush, you know. Go to a corner and just be like, listen.
So as you like head over to the corner, the person who's trying to help you follows you. It's like, sure, I'd love to help you.
I'll just pull out the DOS loot and kind of play a little over what we're saying, so it's a little bit harder to hear.
As you do that, she looks at you and she says, "That's lovely, but we do tend to try to keep things a little quieter for the comfort of our patrons, so that they can shop in peace."
Get this. Do you guys sell poisons?
Oh
No?
my God. Oh my god!
Just let them
And
know.
she looks at you, and she's just like,
Yeah, of course we do.
and now you may give me an insight check.
Wait, weren't the
also
poisons just like clearly visible on the shelf?
Yeah. What, you think they keep the poison in the back?
The full size, a subtle cast, calm emotions.
Yes, out there.
As you do your insight check, you recognize the fact that she is looking at you and she is trying to figure out if you are from one of the other sections of the city. She's now convinced that you are a spy with that 20 insight check.
Nice.
He looks like a fire element.
And Ithul, did you actually cast calm emotions?
No, I was being sarcastic.
Okay, all right. So,
Do I notice like the horror on this woman's face?
it is very obvious.
Felix, you just can't start asking for poisons like that in a public space.
When you say that, suddenly like 2 or 3 other people around you, when you mention poison again, are suddenly like, what?
It's for never mind.
Oh man.
Like, the fact that you just tried to jump in and then backed out convinces everyone that it is for something really bad. The shopkeeper comes over, like he notices that something's going wrong, and he hustles over, and in a very quiet voice he says, "I'm sorry, what is the problem here?"
We're looking for poisons.
Completely for recreational use.
We have a
Recreational use.
pest problem in our house. I was gonna say rat, but
Just blinks at you. He just like he's just trying to process what is happening in front of him right now, and he can't really. He's like, is this real? Is someone playing a prank on me?
And there's like a moment and Muracrow was like, oh, you thought we were talking about lethal no, just a medic, just things to make you up. We've had encounters
Right,
with
you know,
less than stellar
give
fruit
me
in the past.
give me
Some-
a so
something
I'm
to paralyze or
No,
because
unrelated.
all of you have said different things to him in the last 10 seconds. Each one of you is going to have to give me an individual deception check with disadvantage.
Not a
please.
problem.
And
I
if
could do
any
that.
of you fail,
What?
you all failed. Oh, and you
I'm not
definitely
kidding.
fail.
yeah.
If anybody would like to give him advantage, we can do that. But
It's so lost at this point.
oh my god.
Why do you need poisons anyway?
I wanted to buy. This is an alchemy shop, Gorf. What?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I
So
could just make you poisons.
he just blinks at you a couple of times, and then you see him just go snap, snap, and 4 very burly guards come out, all in very shiny armor, looking very good. They all come out and just stand behind him, and he says, "I'm sure we don't sell anything like that here."
Can I insight check him?
Oh my god. Yes, you can
He's
insight check
lying.
him. Yes,
You-
they're all lying.
Call him a
All
liar
of them
to
are
his
lying,
face.
including the other customers are all lying about this. That's
Sorry,
all
did
a show.
I miss that they actually had poisons on the shelf, or you didn't? We didn't.
They
see
do
it?
No,
not
they didn't.
have.
Okay.
I said very specifically, you cannot find poisons anywhere. There's so.
For some reason, I thought
Felix,
this was
he is like you've got with a 19. You realize you've got about 10 seconds to get out of the shop, or else you're about to fight some guards.
Oh, I just remembered
All right.
we have an appointment somewhere else.
I guess we'll look elsewhere.
Yes, well, I don't want you to be late.
Oh, thank
Your
you. You're very,
appointment.
very kind. Thank you for your time.
You guys have some stellar meat. It's truly top notch.
Thank you so much. Again, I don't want you to be late for your appointment.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
of course.
Thank
Bye.
Very
Thanks for your
considerate.
help.
Can't get anything nice in this
I
city,
just
and I
gotta
swear.
make my way out.
What the hell was that, Felix?
I
Oh,
was
Why'd you
trying
say
to buy.
poisons out
I was
loud?
very clear about my goal.
I am so sad that you left the mafia so early in your life that you're just really mad at this. Like, you did not get
Where
that
did-
training.
Why did you think you could just say poisons out loud in a public space where food is being served?
Then you said you wanted
That's
to
right.
paralyze
That's right,
someone?
Danielle.
That's kind of
Danielle,
suspect.
they absolutely should have asked for a friend. It's true.
That would-
I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, it's-
And Mac, we did need advantage. If you want to give advantage, we can definitely do that again. There's Felix. Don't forget, you still have advantage from Aerogenasi. So there's.
well, he had a
Saving it.
24, so it was me
Yeah.
and
No,
Bro
oh, I
that
know.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Where are the bad eggs here?
Call that one a loss, folks.
That was a big
Yeah.
L.
So, anything else that you'd
if,
like to do in the market? Oh, everybody, by the way, perception, please.
Oh, of course. How about we're doing this perception check? Crows is going to go over to Felix. I can.
Oh, Gorf.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Dang.
perceptor.
That's two.
I see.
two
all.
natural
Yes,
twenty.
you're
Cool.
gonna go over to Felix, and you're gonna do what?
I just tell him I know how to make poisons. In fact,
Oh.
like I could help.
All right, okay. I'm gonna need you.
In the middle of the street.
You're in the middle of a busy street. I need you to give me a stealth check,
Well-
please.
Yeah, I'm just going over to him and kind of whispering at him, but all right.
Sure. It's what. So this is one of those things that you all quickly recognize is that this is a very small town because there's no space to build. It's floating on a piece of rock, so everybody is in everybody's business. Everybody is listening
New
to you.
York.
So give me a quick stealth check. Let me see just how quiet you were. Yes. Okay, all right. With a 21, you are absolutely able to maintain the
Let's
secret.
find the
Go
house
ahead.
before we cause any more disturbance.
Well, there's a couple things happening. First, I want to hear from Crow.
So yeah, I can make poisons. I know how to. If you need poisons, I'm your man.
That'd be very helpful. Thank you. But this has just been a complete wash so far. Let's
Why do
just
you
try to
need
find the
poisons
house.
Exactly.
All
Anyway,
right.
why do you need poisons anyway?
I really need a nap.
It doesn't matter right now. I'll talk to you about it some other time.
Okay, when we're back at the house. Speaking of which
So let's
Cube
look
stain
at
into the house?
this perception check that that Gorf created on. Gorf, you see the side window of the shop that you were just in sort of pop open, and you can hear a whisper as there's a rap on the shop window next door, and that pops open, and you start to see people in the street who are exiting the shop, sort of talking to other people in the street, and you start seeing a wave of looks at you as everyone is now gossiping about the fact that you and your group are looking for poison. So,
All right,
We
let's
should
get out of
going.
here.
Wonderful.
so yes, so you have what you do remember about the city is that it is set up in 3 tiers. So the first tier is the docks. It's where you land to get in here. It's mostly market stalls, things like that. If you wanted to look for a different alchemist shop, you absolutely could. That would be totally fine. Then it leads up because this is actually a mountain. So this whole thing is one big mountain that's floating in the sky. As you go up a level, that is called the hills. And that is the section of the city where most of the the homes are. It's the residential area, but there's also a whole lot of like warehouse districts or factory districts or things like that, where a lot of the manufacturing happens. And then the third level is just one giant palatial compound, similar to the Fire Genassi's compound. This is where the royalty lives. There is, you learn very quickly, and you would have seen it on the map very easily. It is called the Wind's Song. That is what the palace is named here. And obviously that's where the royalty lives. So, where would you like to head?
Let's go to the second tier. Our house
Fabulous.
is there.
All right, who's leading the way?
Someone who can read the signs.
I'll lead the way, don't worry.
Fabulous. I would like a survival check from you, please.
Oh, perfect. I proficient.
He does that.
That is a 16.
A 16. So, you can get. So, first you find your way to the hills. You find your way to that district. You find the way to get into that district. There is, but it does take you a little time. You're sort of wandering around a little bit. So we are getting towards probably like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. at this point. So you've made it to the hills. Everybody give me a perception check.
Perception.
I'm sorry, is Thule casting haste so that we can get there faster?
No, I was just trying to collapse. I was just trying to collapse my spells.
He's like, this is taking too long. I need a drink.
Let's go fast. Gotta go fast.
I can't cast haste anymore. Thank you.
You are still just like you still feel wobbly. You still have vertigo. You're just concentrating on not throwing up again. Like you can't see anything at all. Like
It's like one of us to carry.
Everybody who got higher than a 20. One of the things that you notice, it's sort of difficult to see because you're not familiar with the city, but you notice that none of the factories are putting out smoke. It seems like there's not a single factory working in the entire city.
Do they know that they're not working, or that they're
just not
produce
producing
smoke?
anything? Okay. You are aware enough of how making things works.
Well, I mean, maybe there's some special tech.
That there's smoke. So.
Can I pull someone that's walking on the street and just ask them what's going on with the factories?
You can. You sure can. And as soon as you grab them, they shrug you off and it's like, I don't have any poison, and run away.
Everyone and their mother.
And you realize that the gossip is faster than the wind and has already gotten here.
All right. I guess we'll keep navigating to the house.
All right, we're aiming for the house. Are you still leading?
Yep.
Then I would like a survival check, good sir.
Not a problem. I got that for you.
All right, let's
That
see.
is
Oh,
18.
with an
Solid.
18. Fabulous. So you listen to Gore, like, trying to describe what he sort of saw on the map and interpreting street signs and figuring out, like
was it
getting the address down.
It was
Was it a left
square.
squiggle or a right squiggle?
It
If
was
it
a
was curved at
square.
the top, we're going the wrong way. It was square? Okay.
It was a square.
That's more
That's all I remember.
Taran than Aran, but okay.
And as you have the discussion as you are walking, you finally find what looks like a beautiful home just a few blocks away from the gates to the Wind's Song.
Ooh.
And it is very large. It is like a mansion by any definition, and built in the dwarven style. So huge square columns leading into a huge sort of square building that's made of very solid stone with smaller windows in it to let in a little bit of light and air, but nothing sort of airy or anything. And it really stands out against all of the other homes, which are built with like fabulous little minarets and spires and these huge windows. Like they look, a lot of houses that of the very rich look like they're more window than wall. You know, there's so as you get there, what are you gonna do?
Is the door locked?
It is.
Great.
Does the ledger say anything about how to get in, or?
Nope. You see the face of Bandoth Noble Fury carved above the door.
Oh, is this a magical lock?
It might be.
Well, we
Can
obviously have a way to get in. We just
Is-
have to figure out.
Maybe
how.
loyalty room?
Do you use your?
Well,
since
you can
own
try
this
it.
Place, why do you not have a key?
Yeah, I'll just try the
Good question.
knob.
All right. Are you wearing anything with a loyalty rune on it?
Yes,
What are you wearing?
my armor.
Okay. As you touch the doorknob, your loyalty rune sort of shines a little bit, and you feel the door click,
Oh.
and it opens for you.
At
Well, that was simple.
least something in
Felix
this
is the
town
key.
works.
Got it.
Damn it, something worked.
Proton, I am the key. Okay, and I walk in.
As you walk in, you see everything is covered in dust and cobwebs, first of all. It has been 200 years since anybody has stepped foot inside this building. But it is gorgeous. There is a huge grand staircase made of perfectly carved mithril. Everything is made of silver or gold or mahogany. Interestingly enough, you see that not everything is of dwarven design. You see things that would fit very well into an elven home or a very, very expensive halfling house. You even see things that would probably came from not of this world.
Very cultured owner.
First thing I'll do is I'll walk through and I'll prestidigitate as we are discovering everything. Just clean everything up. And then
so there is
investigate.
at this point there is so much dust and so many cobwebs that you sort of get things like you get like dust and cobwebs off of things, but the spell as a cantrip can't actually get rid of that much dust. It's literally like piles of mud on the floor now. There's that much dust. So there will be actually some manual labor when it comes to that. Unless you have like a shape earth spell or something like that.
I have mold earth, but that's
Okay,
also a cantrip.
great. There you go.
So yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll investigate some of the artifacts that you said weren't from this world.
Okay, so first off, as you're cleaning and sort of moving it out the front door, you now have a pile of dirt in front of your front door that's taller than you are, Felix. With a bunch of spiders crawling on it because you got rid of their homes as well. So, you're a monster.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can I
Yes, so-
shape it into like a mailbox looking shape?
No, make an ash man,
An
Oh
ash
my
man?
a dust man.
Little
whatever that's
statue
called.
on
God.
the porch.
No, a real an
You
actual
may.
dust devil.
Yeah,
A little
I'll
statue on the porch, Felix.
I love that. Oh my god. An actual dust devil. I would love that. A little imp to guard the door.
yeah. I don't think we need any more attention. So
There's you would have noticed that there's like no dirt anywhere in the city. Like they're really good about keeping things clean here. So so having a pile of dirt at all at your front door is definitely a thing. Like
Can
there's
anybody else do something about the dirt? Like make it not here? Put it in front of someone else's house. I don't care.
I got the perfect thing. I go over to it and I cast Mold Earth and turn it into a dust devil. Just an actual just imp.
Okay.
That was architecture.
yeah. Now there's that's fabulous.
Now it's architecture.
All right, so
Lovely. Okay, so the artifact.
As we are dealing with that, then you are going to start exploring this place. You said looking for. So there aren't necessarily artifacts here. There is what you've got is you have got just different pieces of furniture, different decorations, things like that come from all over the multiverse. Right.
Oh, okay.
But you certainly can explore if you would like.
I would love to.
So on the first floor, the rooms are expansive, as per the sort of Air Genasi vision. The Air Genasi vision of what a room should look like. They're still very solid, but there's a lot of space in them, and it looks like there is like a grand salon. You have got a drawing room. You've got a big dining room. There is like a huge kitchen in the back. So Gore should enjoy that very much. Then as you get to the second floor, and the ceilings are about 30 feet high. So while this building looks like it's many, many stories from the front, it's actually only 2. So as you go up the grand staircase, you find that on the top floor there is what looks like a sort of barracks, where there's a bunch of bunk beds. Obviously, this was like, for soldiers and servants, things like that. And then you've got several bedrooms that are much larger, much more, much better furniture in it. The pillows and the sheets and things like that are all sort of falling apart because of their age. But you also find a large library, and there is a door at the end that doesn't open.
I'll investigate the door.
Ooh. All right, roll me some investigation checks. Gimme. I like them.
Please
like
don't
when
get
you
us
roll them
blown up.
dice. It will. Yes, now it will.
I'll use advantage for that. I'll use advantage for that.
Okay. All right. Give me a better investigation check, please.
I guess that might. I think that might work. Maybe.
Okay.
Nat
Maybe
20.
perhaps.
All right.
No.
Fabulous. So, so it looks like as you investigate, the door looks just like a normal door that should open normally. But as you are investigating everything, you realize that the door handle, it's the kind that sort of looks like it's sort of like a squiggly hook and should like just turn up. It's not an actual knob. It's more of an actual handle. As you sort of shift the handle, you see a symbol on the door that looks similar to Bandoff Noble Furies. But because you investigated so well and because you're familiar with her, you realize it is actually Ingrath's symbol.
So we don't actually have the rune for this? I don't think. It's a different symbol than Bandolf's. Oh.
Felix, I honestly don't care right now. I need to shower and sleep. I'm losing it.
I need to wash my clothes.
Yes, you guys can go
Ingrath?
sleep.
Yep.
All right, so are we going to do a
Getting
long rest?
grumpy.
Are we?
Yes,
Are we doing a long
Athul is
rest?
gonna go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Athul needs to wash his clothes and meditate.
Okay, so we shall do a long rest. Now, as you try to lay down on any of the mattresses, they just sort of disintegrate underneath you as they're very, very old. But you can definitely find like some blankets and things like that, so you can actually you'll be sleeping on the floor for now. But
Drogon just kind of splays out his bedroll.
Right, it's perfect. There's
The
So
soul
you
just,
guys-
meditates, levitates, just, hovering there. Whoom.
So you all can check off a long rest on your character sheets, thank God.
Can I talk to Goru too?
Not while you're sleeping.
No. Just sometime before he falls asleep.
You sure can. What would you like to talk to me about?
Goru, I know that this has, been a pretty rough trip for all of us. But I have something for you.
What is it, Felix?
And I'll take off the storm girdle and I'll hand it to him.
Are you seriously giving me this, Felix?
Okay,
Do you know what a gift?
Yeah,
What a gift that is?
I know. And when we were deciding who got this, it was really between either you or Dill. And then somehow I got it. And I talked to Dill about giving it to him. But he said that he would only just give it to you. But by then we had all split up and I decided to hold on for it for the time being. But now that we're all together, it really does belong to you.
Thank you, Felix. And I just go and grab him in like a big old bear hug.
I'm
That
gonna
means a
need
lot
you to give
after
me
today.
gonna need to get Constitution saving throw from Felix.
No. Oh, a 16. I
Okay,
live.
you make it. You make it.
You survive.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your body doesn't break and your heart doesn't explode from joy.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, out of character because Gorf isn't there. But now we're the Thunder Bros. Yes.
Yeah, the Thunder Bros.
God. Oh my God.
Okay, quick story though
The
about
Thunder Bears. You're not Thundercats. You're Thunder Bears.
Thunder Bears. Quick story though about hugging and Jax, who plays Gorufa. When he was 8 years old, he hugged a guy so hard that he cracked one of his ribs. At 8 years old.
Are you freaking kidding
Yeah,
me?
I mean, okay, he was a
When
small
I was
guy.
10.
He was like a runner,
Okay,
but still.
you know what? You know what you get since we got to level 4 of that. Jax,
Yeah.
Gorufa just got a new attack called
Bear
a bear
hug.
hug.
Oh my gosh!
Yes!
Thank you, chat, for the hype train. Because we got the hype train, and because we got a fabulous story, I am giving him a new. I will create this attack for you. It will be a special. It'll be a special ability that you can have.
Oh my gosh, I love it
That's
so
so
much.
badass.
So yes, and Snowflake, thank you so much for the bits. You can give somebody advantage. Let me know who you want to give advantage, Snowflake. And FYI, you all can see Snowflake tomorrow on our Wheel of Time stream.
Heck
Huzzah! So, all right, so he has gotten the legendary item called Storm Girdle, which allows you to
Good
turn
God.
into a friggin' storm giant for 10 rounds each day.
I'll do that before I go to bed too.
So that's super delightful. I'm very excited about
Now imagine that with the bear hug.
right? Oh my God.
Thunder hug.
Oh my God. Well, your strength just became 19. Now, because we switched attunement,
21.
Became
what that
21.
means. No, because we changed attunement. What that means is that it's back to its dormant state. So, every time you activate Storm Girdle and you use the lightning ability at least once, you will gain 1 point towards the next level, right? So it means it'll be at least 10 days of using it before you can get to your second level. And it's 10 to get to the second level, and it's going to be 20 to get to the exalted state. So just so you know what that mechanic is.
Can you do it while
Yes, all right, Gorfon,
raging?
you get advantage from Snowflake.
You can do all of it while raging.
Oh,
He can, because it's an ability, it's not a spell.
that's
Yes.
yes, that's awesome.
Yes, so you guys can both shoot lightning. You've got two bear barbarian brothers that are shooting lightning.
The day
So
is
now
good.
what you need is to get something that makes you immune to lightning, Gorf, so that you guys can shoot lightning bolts at each other while the person's between
Right.
you.
Well, I'm resistant
That'd be
already,
fine.
even without raging. Or I'm resistant to thunder. But yes.
Oh my
I
god,
do.
yes. At some point, Chaotic Platypus, I will definitely sing some Queen. And that is the thing that will happen when we have the fully empowered Bear Brothers. While we are at a natural sort of stopping point, I did want to mention that we just made our first Ko-fi. So we are trying to create our first set of dice. So super excited about that. So we'd love it if you went for our Ko-fi. It's not you don't buy us a cup of coffee, you buy us a cup of inspiration. You sure do, because you all inspire us, and thank you very much for all of that.
Absolutely.
So, yay! All right, so you have a fabulous night's rest. It's great. It's all good. You don't have gossiping neighbors knocking on the door asking for sugar or anything.
Good.
So you wake up. You are still in the house. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
I'll try to put all the dirt outside in some kind of bin. I'm sure they have some sort of waste disposal system in this city.
And I'm going to actually find like a table or counter and set up my poison kit. See if I
Fabulous.
can pick up something for dear Felix.
All right. So you're searching for that. You're setting up your kit. Athul, what are you doing?
He's actually going to study Kurothan's little experiment. He's interested in this.
Okay, fabulous. And Goru?
I have a fire flower seed if that would do any good for you.
I'll take that firefly seed.
Fireflower poison?
That
It gives you the seed.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll work on that in a sec. Goru, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna spend a little time before bed attuning my new belt and praying, and then heading to sleep.
Oh my god, thank you so much, Arajanasi, for your support on Ko-Fi. That is fabulous.
Oh,
You're such an amazing part of this community. I know you help so many creators, and that really we see you and we appreciate it so much what you do. It's really fabulous. So thank you. Sorry. So yes, you attuned. You now have a legendary item, which is absolutely delightful. And what are you gonna do?
Pray for him a little bit and then sleep.
Fabulous. And in the morning, what are you gonna do?
Oh, in the morning?
Yes, it is now morning. The sun has risen.
Oh.
The birds are chirping.
Yeah, I think I'll look around the house a little bit, see if get with Gorfin, see if he wants to make some food for everybody, and spend some time just chatting with him. And
Okay, fabulous. Yeah. And Gorf, what are you doing?
Not that. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was actually thinking the
I
same
didn't
thing.
get any legendary girdles. You get out of here.
Yeah. You try to outdo me, younger brother.
Look how
I
cool
don't
this
love
thing
you
is.
anymore.
Gorf was like freaking out about the store girl. He's like, "That is so awesome! We can like shoot lightning bolts all over the place and defeat our enemies." And Gorf realizes that he hasn't actually named his mace, and it makes him very sad. So he is gonna like.
If you want to, we could probably toss this to Chad.
So I have an idea, but if Chad has a different one, I'm totally cool with it too.
What I will say is that because I want to, I want to give it to you. We can do. If somebody else wants to name this mace, which, by the way it works in our world is that the items that are becoming legendary in our world are actually going to be turning into artifacts by the time these guys get to like 20th level. And those are going to be the artifacts available when we turn this into a campaign setting. So you might get to name an artifact. That's right. That's right. What's yours called, Ithul?
Frostbane.
Frostbane.
I forgot that.
We love it. But yes, what is your idea?
Well, now it seems
Lando?
lame that I forgot that Felix was, or Thul's was named Frostbane. Well, because Gorf hates undead, and because his favorite enemy's undead, he's gonna call it Deadsbane, but that seems lame.
Yeah,
now.
I'm sorry. I'm definitely putting the kibosh on that because I have two with Bane.
So
I'm
lame.
really sorry.
Alright, help me, chat. Help me come up with a cool name, please.
I mean, you could totally do something like, Lighthammer, something like that. You could do, God, it's a huge mace with a big.
Dawn's Wrath.
Oh
Tiny.
my God! You
Tiny.
could have. It could. So, you have a big star on your mace, and your brother has a bunch of stars on his shield. So
A nutcracker.
No chaotic blood. No.
I vote nutcracker.
No.
I like Nutcracker.
No. You know
Bone
what?
cracker?
If somebody donates $100 right now, you can name it Nutcracker.
Nuts.
Otherwise, absolutely not.
Bone cracker?
Just have to just constantly
This-
keep on the nut.
I'm saying, bones,
No.
skeletons, undead, it works.
Bone Cracker.
Bone
There's,
Duster.
How do I give you monies?
Put
The
that
Ko-fi.
Ko-fi link up if
Get
you
the
really
Ko-fi
want
link.
to. What's up, man?
How do I give
Put up the Ko-fi.
Is this really about to happen?
Oh my God, this
I
is happening in real
don't know.
time.
I don't know.
About
But for now, we're gonna leave you unnamed.
Shatterstar.
Ooh,
Shatterstar. Ooh.
Shatterstar.
Shatterstar.
Ooh.
Well then,
okay.
if it's Shatterstar, then what's your shield's name?
no, right now it's just
Because
I just
that's
know
the
it by
brother.
Shield of the Ancients. So
That's the brother.
That's-
If you're gonna do it, you gotta name them both.
Yeah.
Not just
Imagine
Shield
if
of the
someone could
Ancients,
wield both of them at the same time. Like they
right?
got like enlarged and had the giant mace and the shield at the same time, like in a
Star
campaign.
Platinum.
dude, well you know that my belt makes me insanely large.
Oh
I don't
shoot!
think it does.
I don't think it technically does either.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's not the Storm Giant's girdle. It's just the
Oh,
Storm.
that's
girdle.
right. That's right.
You
Oh,
could
Star
totally
Shroud.
do.
That's pretty cool for the shield.
Star Shroud.
Ooh,
I like that.
Yeah.
Shatterstar and
and
Star
Star
Shroud.
Shroud.
Like that.
Shatterstar
That
and
works.
Star
I
Shroud.
like that.
I'm so down for that.
Oh.
Okay.
Or Star
Those are
Shatterer.
well,
I'm
Lore's
waiting for them to
becoming.
get matching tattoos. Little
Right.
star tattoos on them.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. I would absolutely adore that. There is yes. I'm super excited about that. I think that's delightful.
So I guess we'll go to
That's
breakfast.
the first good when it comes to
Yeah.
coming from a committee.
I'll change the name.
So, as you are all doing things, the first thing we need to do is there is no food in the house because, again, it's been 200 years.
Mm.
Yeah, me and Goru, if he wants to come, we'll go shopping for some food.
Just quick grocery shopping.
Yeah.
All right, so you two can head down into the city. If you are Felix, you're exploring the house a little more, is what you said.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're cleaning up. You're cleaning up.
He's got a little
Just
maid
finishing to
outfit
clean up.
on.
You can
Yeah,
handle
of course.
that. You can handle that. Great. And now, let's head over to our little poison guys there. So I want you to tell me about the ingredients that you have. What kind of plants and minerals do you have at your disposal?
Seeing that I come from Onket and follow the tradition of the necromancers that were once there, I have a variety of pieces that harbor some form of necromantic power within them. A few
Roll me.
and the like.
So first off, I'm going to ask: does anybody want to get a secret about the necromancers? If you do, you can throw 5,000 channel points down there, and we can get a secret about them.
I don't have enough.
Otherwise, I would like you to give me you can give me a history check with advantage, and then I just want you to roll me a random D100. Higher is better.
Ooh, that was a bad history check, but D100. Decent
All right.
history.
With a 67, and Erigenazi, if you want to throw a secret out there, it would actually help a lot right now. There is, let me look at, with a 67.
Thank you.
Oh, did we get one? Did we get?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And advantage for Crow.
Advantage.
Oh, well,
Thank you.
fabulous. So, the secret that you know about the necromancers of Nonked. Before the War of the Gods that destroyed all of the planets, and then the planets were combined into this one called the Patchwork Planet. Before that, the world that Nonked was on was a world of extreme survivalism. Their god was the god of survival, and everybody did everything they could to gain advantage in order to ensure their own survival. The orcs on this old planet were the necromancers. They controlled the undead hordes that did everything for these people. They were essentially the slaves of the non-Keddies. They built all the buildings, they served in the households, they worked the fields, they did everything. When they do that, everything was good. Society was great. Then the War of the Gods happened. And because of what happened in the War of the Gods, the world was cut off from all of the other planes. The multiverse was closed to them, which meant they could not access the negative energy plane, which is where the energy for undead come from. So all the undead just fell down all of a sudden, and none of the necromancers were able to do anything with it. The changelings were the ones who were in power. And because the orcs could not create undead for them anymore, the changelings simply forced the orcs to take their place. So, they have been slaves for 1,000 years until the multiverse opened up again, when they rose up against the non-Keddies in a huge war with them, aided by merchantry and aided by Baland, to set free the orcs. So the orcs have lost their heritage. But because you got that secret, and because you got a 67, you found a book in an old homestead that showed you the path to the Grand Necropolis, which was the seat of power for the orcs before the world ended, and it still exists. You were not able to get there, but you know where it is. And that book has a lot of secrets about necromancy, about herbs, about poisons and reanimation, all kind of stuff. So, that's fun. You got a cool book. You sure do. So, you would have, because you're using the traditions of the necromancers, one of the things that they specialized in was creating essentially couture undead, where it's ways to kill someone so that nothing internally or externally is damaged too much, so that they essentially look nice. Like you put makeup on them and they look, like
Yeah,
they're
you
fine.
want your undead servants to, look presentable.
Exactly.
No one
only,
likes innards on their dining room floor.
Only poor people have rotting undead. Good lord. So now, why don't you tell me how many sort of herbs you have brought with you?
Brought a variable amount of bundles, though there's about 5 proper unique ingredients. Not counting the fireflower seed that I've not been given. I'm going to add to it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm banning a bot right now. There we go.
Oh,
all right. Yes, so you've got 6 different ingredients. All right, fabulous. Is there a specific type of poison that you would like to create? Is there a specific effect that you'd like to create?
Different this morning, considering I don't know how lethal Felix wants it. And I heard him mention paralysis when I said it was a medic yesterday. I'm gonna try to make a nice, decent paralysis poison.
Okay, all right. So you are aware of paralysis poisons. So you can, if you want to, you know how to make that. You can give me and that one's not too hard to create. So you can do a medicine check with advantage, and a +5 to make that poison. It'll take you about an hour to do that.
And this is without the +5, so we'll add that. So 19 + 5, 24.
Yes, so you make that. It's perfect. It's exactly what it should be. It's 1 dose of a paralysis poison that you can, and this you can either spread on a weapon or you can inject it into someone, but it has to get into the bloodstream somehow.
Felix owns a rapier, right? I just asked.
Yeah.
I'm asked Cthulhu.
Yes, I believe so, yes.
Now, Felix, do you have the poisoner feat?
No.
Okay, so if you try to put this on in battle, you're going to have to do a roll to see whether or not you accidentally poison yourself.
Yeah.
All right, fabulous. Would you like to try to make anything else?
I'm gonna make that dose, and yeah, I'll try for a proper medic. You never know when you're gonna need it.
A proper what?
A medic poison, one that just makes you throw up the contents of your.
Oh, and thank you.
Yes.
I thought you said a neck.
Yeah, I'm making a neck.
Like,
one that just poisons the neck. No,
yeah, that's fine. Okay, fabulous. An emetic poison, fabulous. So there is that one's super easy. There's a million combinations that stomachs don't like. So that one you can it'll take you about an hour, but you don't even have to roll for that. You can just make that one.
All right, thank you.
And give me a. You know what? Give me, because I'm looking for creativity in this one, give me an intelligence check and a wisdom check, and we're going to average the two together.
All right. Intelligence and wisdom. Okay, here we are.
Let's see. Okay. That's a 10.
Well, you still have an advantage from.
Oh, yeah,
earlier.
I'll do an advantage on my wisdom.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. All right, let's see if we. Let's see if we can get that. Oh, damn!
Oh,
what
and the
is
fates
going
say
on?
no.
There's
The fates
so
have
Yeah.
declared it.
you haven't really figured out a way to use that fireflower seed, but you can always try tomorrow. You can always
Thanks for
sleep
the-
on it, think about it. All right, fabulous. So in that 2 hours that you've spent, the Bear Brothers, I feel the Thunder Brothers, the Thunder Bears.
Thunder Bear
Um,
Brothers.
You have headed to the market to find. What are you looking for exactly? Is it just food? Is it just like basic food and supplies and stuff?
Yeah, some good
Yeah.
sausages and some vegetables,
Some
maybe
tea.
some potatoes.
Maybe
Some
some
tea
tea.
would be nice. Yes.
Some sausages
Oh
and
no,
tea.
do they do eggs?
Yeah.
I always like eggs for my breakfast.
There are a lot of birds around here, so yes, they definitely do
Yes,
eggs.
then eggs.
So, first off, I'm going to need you to, because you're working together, you can do this with advantage. One of you, give me a persuasion check.
I'll help you.
All right, Goru. Try it again to see if maybe you crit. There's, you don't know, maybe you'll do it. All right. So with a 19, you do manage to find somebody that will sell you food that you can convince to do that. Because now it's all over the city. You guys are weird, and you went to that weird mansion, and you left a giant pile of dirt outside, and you were looking for poison. So there's everybody sort of like, oh, maybe okay. But they definitely like usher you in and like sort of make sure nobody else is looking while they're helping you, and they rush you back out of the shop. But you are able to find all of the food that you would like to find there.
Nice.
All right,
Anything-
fabulous.
Anything else, Gorf, before we head back?
Now that I got some good sleep, I'm fine. How about you?
I feel great. I think we should get some
Cool.
food and
Let's make some
head up.
bomb breakfast.
Fabulous. And Felix, do you want to head out and see if there are any mouse folk around?
Yeah, let me try to find some mouse folk. I mean, the more information,
me-
the better, especially.
For that, I'm going to say a survival check. You are searching for something. So give me some survive roll.
Okay.
Because you're a mouse folk, you can do it with advantage.
Okay. I was going to roll my advantage if you. Dirty 20.
Okay, with a 20, yes. You can absolutely find a mouse folk. You find them in, actually, the library here. There's always a mouse folk in a library. You now know this. This is now canon in the world. There's always a mouse folk in the library. So, you find him, and this is Lewis, the mouse folk. What are you going to ask him?
Do I know Lewis, or is it one of the distant relative?
I mean, they're all distant relatives, but you all act like you know each other regardless of whether you do or
Okay.
not.
It's like New Orleans. Everybody's a cousin, right?
That's right. That's right.
Hey. Listen, I'm sure you've heard rumors about us already. You know, the rumor mill here.
Oh,
apparently.
I heard the
Right.
rumors. I sure did.
Lovely. So, I could really use some help.
Well, I mean, if the royals say that you're okay, then the city will think that you're okay. But I mean, I can't even vouch to whether you're okay or not. You don't even have. How'd you get rid of your accent?
Lots of training at the Bard's College, if you must know.
Oh, well, all right then. Okay. Look, you made a big stir with that whole poison thing. This whole city's been under siege by 3 other parts of the city for a long time. So, they don't like poisons up here. They don't like people that use poisons because poisons were used for a long time to just get rid of everybody that the other factions didn't like. So I hope you're not carrying any poisons, because if they find it on you, you'll be in big trouble.
No. But We couldn't manage to gather any, to be honest. But I don't know. Besides that, we could use some help refurbishing our house too. You know the old mansion?
Yeah, no, I know exactly where you're staying.
Yeah, yes, of course. You know.
Everybody knows the old dwarven mansion. Everybody thought it was haunted for a long time.
Well, here's hoping. You know. But yeah. So, is there any favor I could do to in order to make that
The
happen?
favor you could do is you could go and talk to the royals. You see,
Well,
get these rumors quashed about you being some sort of spy or something, because nobody's going to come over to that house.
all right. Well, we'll do that. But thank you. And your name was Lewis again? All right.
Everybody knows me. They call me Louis. They call me
Louis.
Big Louis.
Oh. I mean, obviously, Big Louie.
Don't get snarky with me, son. It'll
sorry,
be curtains
no.
for you.
Curtains. Sorry, my accent's coming back. Dang it, see?
You see?
It's hard to get rid of those ways, sometimes. The rug gets pulled out from under you. Sorry, old me. That's an old...
You better get out of here. You better skedaddle before it's Katie by the door for you.
All right, I'll be seeing you later, son. And I'll
All
skedaddle
right.
out.
So,
What just happened?
You saw Big Louie. Everybody knows
Louie.
Big Louie.
Everybody.
Does he play the
He's
trumpet?
great.
I feel like he plays the trumpet.
Oh, absolutely. Big Louie just has that effect on people.
That's right. That's right. There's you do hear a lonely trumpet in the background.
Yes. That's everything I wanted.
Suddenly everything goes black and white. Like all the colors gone. There's somebody smoking under a single torch over in the corner there. Yeah.
It was a long day. And
language starts getting real problematic with like Dame and stuff thrown in there a whole bunch.
Oh boy.
And then color comes back.
Oh. I gotta get out of here. This is wrong part of town.
You now,
I'm a small
for the
mouse.
rest of the day, you just smell like cigarettes. Just for the rest of the day.
I'll get back to the house.
All right, fabulous. So as you get back, Gorf, have you started creating any food or anything like that?
Yes. Yeah, as soon as
All
we
right,
got back, we
fabulous. So
started making a bunch of omelets and sausages and toast.
Did you make a frittata?
What's a frittata again?
It's an open face. It's a fancy omelet.
Okay, yeah,
It's
no,
too
100%,
fancy
yeah.
for Dwarf.
Yeah. I make breakfast.
I'm gonna need you to watch a little more Top Chef if you're gonna take the chef feat. Okay.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna need you to know what a demi-glaze is. All right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ah, good demi-glaze.
So you've got food and all of that. Felix, do you let everybody know what Louis let you know? Big Louis?
Yeah. Yeah, and poisons, guys. We should really not be carrying them on us right now. It's like terrible.
You
Terrible.
see
if we get caught.
Crow turn around and he has like 2 vials of poison.
What?
Oh, dear. Oh.
What's this about poison?
Oh.
Put those in a bag of holding, man. Like, that's not...
What do you think I am,
okay.
made of money? I don't have a bag of holding.
Okay, you can use mine then. I'll hold on to them.
Alright. Note.
Okay.
This one is an injury poison that will cause paralysis, and this one is a consumable that will make you vomit.
Oh,
This
lovely.
one has a purple cap, this one has a red cap. Don't get them confused. And I hand them to you.
Is
Gorderfight, you're supposed to be the one that tells me if things are illegal in these places. I mean, you know what? I need to go and study all of the places we're going to be visiting because I can't keep messing it up like this. It's
Felix,
just...
That's right.
I wasn't even in the shop when you started mentioning
I
poison.
know,
Oh.
but you
You
should
asked me
warn
these
me ahead of
things.
time.
Ask me these things. This whole new poison stroudy thing you've been doing is kind of new. Okay, so
True, I'm sorry. We should contact Corton and tell him, what's been going on. Ask him about this door.
So I just want to point out that we just earned the achievement Talk a Little because 20 people were talking at the same time.
Heck
Oh
yeah.
my God.
In chat,
Nice.
that's delightful. It's not great when my players do it, but in chat, it's absolutely fabulous. So thank you. I love getting little achievements, little dopamine rush, little ba-doop. So yes, now. What
why
are you
don't we
doing?
why don't we eat and head up into the palace or whatever they call it here, and see if we can get an audience with the royals.
I'm gonna need you to, whatever they call it here, you're a diplomat. I'm
Bruh.
gonna need you to pull that together, please.
Okay. Do you want me to make something up? Because
No, it's called the
He said it.
Wind's Song.
the wind
Wind
song.
Song.
Thank you.
And it's very specifically the Wind's Song. It is enunciated.
Song.
And then
We
there's
should
a
head up to
whoosh
the
at the end.
wind song after breakfast and see if we can't get an audience with the royals.
What would a wind song be? A flute? Definitely.
Yeah, the winds section, of course. Yeah, Crothon, you know your instruments, don't you?
I
But you
got
can
it.
hear it if you just step outside.
Beautiful.
So, what would you like to do now? What new and
Let's-
exciting thing would you like to do now?
I suppose we'll eat breakfast and we'll start walking. While we walk, can we contact Corton and ask him about if he would either ask Ingreth or know anything about the door in the room?
You try to call Corton. He doesn't seem to be available right now.
Typical.
Call him tomorrow.
Call him every 5 minutes until he
Typical.
answers.
Oh my god.
Bam him.
You should
Yeah.
be winking at chat.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the wind song.
The Wind's Song.
Wind's song.
The
Fabulous.
wind song.
As you head towards the top section of the city, your view shifts and you see a shining white citadel built
Ooh.
into the mountain.
Pretty.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
yes. Very pretty. Very pretty. I like it. Now, what do you do when you get to the gate?
Just before we get there, I kind of like give them a little bit of information that I know and just say, here politeness is of the utmost importance. Most of these people are order and good. So just no poison, like really quietly I go, no poison talk. No, nothing of that sort, okay? Let's put on our best faces. And I kind of walk to the guards. If there's some guards out front.
Yes. So there are guards out front. As you approach, they all look at you, and they're trying to hide their disdain, but they can absolutely they're doing a terrible job at it.
With a very polite bow, say, "My name is Gorfa from Delver's Dream, also a representative of Valencia. I'm here on official business. Some of your diplomats should already be expecting us. We're here to talk to your ruling, the royals, about the state in Nanket."
So you would know that the person who is currently on the throne is called Lua'a Shalda'a.
We are here to see Lua'a Shada'a. He should be expecting us as we informed his diplomats earlier that we would be arriving in a short while.
There is so they look at you very strangely and they say, "We are not expecting any representatives. We are expecting one of the rulers, so you may leave until the ruler appears. Thank you."
You may misunderstand me. I am both an owner of the Mine of Delver's Dream and on the council of Baland.
Oh, well, that is very different. I would like to point out that we did not misunderstand you because that is not what you said.
My dearest apologies for my own failure to communicate properly.
You are forgiven.
Thank you for your graciousness.
Let us take you to Shalda'a's side.
Wonderful.
As they start escorting you through, does everybody follow?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
There is. I want to know. What are you all wearing on your feet?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Gor's ever worn shoes.
Okay. Goru?
I have some nice polished boots.
All right. What about you?
Crow has sandals.
Okay. And Athul?
They're bottomless.
Okay, so there's nothing. There's nothing on the bottom of the sandals.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like what, dirt?
So as you pass over the threshold, it looks like all of you are fine because there's nothing on the bottom of your shoes. But you also notice that none of the guards are wearing anything. None of the guards. Damien, what are you wearing on your feet? Anything?
Damien,
Nothing.
you're muted.
Oh,
Boots.
Muted.
What is it?
Boots.
Okay, as you step across the threshold of the palace grounds, the gate is magical, and because the emperor does not like shoes in his palace, your shoes disintegrate as you cross over this boundary. It doesn't hurt you at all. It just disintegrates your shoes, and they're all sort of walking forward in bare feet.
I just washed those.
Now they're more washed than they've ever been.
I just hope
Washed
the
out of
emperor doesn't
existence.
have like a weird foot thing. That'd be strange.
Now,
No
so
judgment, Felix.
Oh,
as
right,
you
sorry.
are following behind, you notice that the grounds are expansive. They are just, Felix, you recognize this area is just as big as the entire compound for all of the elite in the Fire Genasi space.
Wow.
Right? It's huge, but it is obvious that there is just the palace on this. That's it. Everything else is sort of attached to the palace, or gardens or things like that. It's a huge space. Enormous amounts of wealth must have gone into both creating it and maintaining it.
Wow.
As you get close to the palace, you notice that most of the palace windows are shuttered. You proceed quickly through the entranceway of the palace into one of the first chambers, which is one of the largest in the palace. It is the throne room. As you step inside, it is breathtaking. Everything is polished to as bright a shine as it can be. Every window lets in every bit of light. The shutters are mirrored to reflect even more light into the space that is then bounced by the glowing marble. It is incredibly bright in here. And about 400 feet down a marble walkway, you see the throne of the wind's song. Upon it sits Lua'a Shalda'a. As you approach, you are announced, each of you, to him. Goru, son of Go, council member, Valencia. What do you do when he announces you?
You guys are council members now?
Do you speak? Hold on. Do you speak, Ithul?
I was whispering to them, yeah. He hasn't heard that they're counselors, so this is a shock to him.
You feel the butt of a halberd come down on your back.
Ow! What the hell?
You feel the butt of a halberd come down on your shoulders when you explain that. No words are exchanged. Just a guard just smacks you with his halberd.
I reach over and grab Athul, and without saying anything, like just put a firm hand on his shoulder and just like look into his eyes, like firmly, and just give him a nod very slowly.
It goes into your head. You know I'm telekinetic, right?
Telepathic.
Telepathic.
Yeah, telepathic.
Telekinetic, and it's like, oh, okay.
Telekinetic.
Telepathic.
God, I am absolutely going to make that a feat. Telepathic.
Telekinetic.
I love it. It's gonna turn you into Jerry from Rick and Morty.
Hell no. Hell no. It's the worst fate.
Yes, there's. All right,
Advanced
so
evil mind.
how do you respond, Goru?
In my mind, I'm able to just, in my mind, like repeat back, yes, I'm on the council. Like I said, there is very strict procedure here. He will speak to us, and we may respond. For now, please, just remain calm. It's gonna be all right.
As you keep talking, the person announcing you whispers to you, "You should train your servants better." Then he looks at, do you do anything to acknowledge that you've been announced?
I give a deep bow.
Fabulous. Gorfon, son of Go, recipient of honors for the clearing of Delver's dream. And Gorf, what will you do?
He'll look over at Gorfa and just do the same thing that he did.
Felix of the College of Bards in Merchantry, a renowned songsmith, and member of the Mother's Inner Circle. And what will you do?
I gave a very deep barred bow with my leg out and my left hand all the way up.
Fabulous. And because he does not recognize either of you, he says, "And retainers."
And etc.
Athul just rolls his eyes.
That's so great.
Under
There's-
his breath, under Kroken's breath, you just like, better than servant.
And in a loud voice, he proclaims, "Welcome to the Wind's Song, the home of the throne of Lua'a Shalda'a, last remaining heir to the Grand Sultan of Air and progeny of the Wind Dukes of Aqua. And as he says that, you see a very, very thin, very feeble figure that is just incredibly pale. Like, far more pale than an Air Genasi should be. If anyone would like to, they can give me a nature check.
I will.
Might as well.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Goru,
Oh.
you're just trying to figure out how to get out of this without getting everybody beaten by the guards.
Mind is
you don't
quite
have time for
preoccupied
this.
with that.
Rose's mind is still preoccupied by that
Right.
servant statement.
Right.
He's
There
pissed
is.
off by that.
Okay, privilege. Calm the fuck down.
Right.
Not you, them. There's so Gorfon, Felix, and Athul. You look and you recognize the fact that there is something wrong with this guy. It's not great. The three of you that noticed, each of you can give me a medicine check.
Oh, might be sickums.
So Gorf, let's see. So Gorf got a 15. Athul, you are the only one that recognizes, because you've been to the Underdark, where there are a lot of situations where, like, a cave-in or something might isolate a group of creatures. You recognize inbreeding. You recognize that this guy is the product of a lot of inbreeding. That there's probably a lot physically and mentally wrong with him because of that.
He just takes a little bit of satisfaction internally, and then just kind of relays this telepathically to the group.
So, as you approach, you see him sort of smile vaguely at you, and sort of halfway through every sentence that he gives you, he sort of like drifts off a little bit, like he's not really sure what's going on. He's like, "Welcome to the palace. I think there's going to be, it's such a nice day. It's lovely. And sometimes the cloud looks like interesting shapes that I heard of once. Are you here for dinner?" Notably, it is about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And he just stops talking, waiting for you to respond.
Luda. Oh, go ahead, Felix.
No, you got this.
Throw off my groove.
This is like
Can't throw off the Emperor's groove.
As you guys are trying to figure out who's gonna talk, everybody can give me a perception check.
Got it.
Athol just takes a sip of his flask, like this is going to be horrible.
That's not good.
Oh my god! All right, with a 26, Gorf, you are standing, like, if you're in like a semicircle, you're standing at the end of the semicircle, and you feel just a little tug on your fur, and as you look down, there is something that you've never seen before.
Is it a child?
It looks like it's the size of a child.
Oh.
It's like the size of a halfling, really, and it looks like an adult, but it's not a halfling. And it's a woman. It is, she's just tugging at your fur.
Gorf's gonna like kneel down and be like, "Hello."
She whispers up to you, "Just say yes."
Yes.
And as soon as you say yes, the emperor looks down. He's like, "Yes, dinner will be wonderful. I think it will be just delightful. We'll have sparrow's tongues and maybe a peacock liver if we're very lucky. If the chef feels that way. And don't be surprised if it looks like gruel. It's not gruel. It's very fancy." And
Yes.
this small woman sort of
I'm sorry.
Perfect.
I was thinking
Yes.
of the
So
Rick and Morty.
He goes
yeah.
on and he's like, "Yes, it's very nice, and there will be wine, there will be dancing and music, and we shall all have a delightful evening." And
Yes.
I just telepathically
Yeah.
send a message to Felix asking him, it's like, is this why you wanted poison?
Oh God.
With
Not
the 19
exactly, but
Yes, Air Genasi, he is absolutely a Habsburg. That is 100% what it's based on. Just so everybody,
Yeah.
just so you know, just so, like you've seen him now, what it looks like, and you're all smart enough to like figure out that what happened was when this society was separated from the rest of the Genasis, that they all started essentially. You can tell that there's definitely a whole like a class system here, and it's obvious that all of the nobles and royals just started mating with each other and just started inbreeding, and it was cousins marrying cousins so that they could maintain their power. The same thing that happened in Europe for hundreds of years, and it has come to this. This is the last. So
with the
yes.
with the 19, was I able to pick up on Gorf and the young or the
Oh,
small
yes.
persons?
Yes, you can absolutely see them. Everybody now sees them once Gorf starts talking. Like as you look over to Gorf, you see
'Cause he's
this
bending
little
down.
person.
they're at eye level for me. So do I recognize their race or anything?
Nope, you've never seen it.
Ah.
Crow, you can give me a history check
Ooh,
to see whether or not you've run into them before.
let's find out. History's not been well for me today, and it continues that
Oh.
trend.
Yeah, you've never seen this before. You have no idea what this is. Everyone.
That's happened.
When she speaks, though,
Okay.
you realize that you have heard a similar voice before, like that accent, but you can't really place it yet. And she just heads over to the emperor, and helps him, like brings over a bowl of gruel, things like that, and it's very obvious that this is his caretaker. And as he is given the bowl of gruel, he then, as though this is a ritual that they do on a regular basis, he excuses himself, steps through you, and heads to one of the many balconies and sits down to eat in the sunshine. And as he does that, the announcer, the person that was announcing you before, follows him to announce if anybody approaches. And this very small woman sits down on the throne.
So
And
you're
says,
the one in charge.
"How do you do?"
How do you do?
Good
As you,
evening.
I'm
I'm quite interested to know why the Poison Brigade, as you have been named in our city, has decided to grace us with their presence.
I'm sure you are aware of the state of Nanket and the army amassing, as well as some of the inner workings going on within the city, and we are here to offer as much assistance as we can from the nation that I represent of Valencia, as well as Delver's Dream. We hope to make connections with you and support you in this coming dire time.
Well, there are certainly some things that could be done. Few of them will be able to be done until the city as a whole is actually ready to face this threat. The city has been divided for hundreds of years, as I'm sure you can tell by the fact that the Air Genasi had to move their home a bit.
Yes.
And
We've
what all
already
over
gained the full support of the Fire Genasi. We were hoping that together with...
At that, as soon as you say that, you see her eyebrows sort of shoot up. She's like, that is incredibly hard to do.
They owe us big time.
Yes, well, Faldan... Oh, good, sweet old Faldan.
Is that who's in charge now?
Unfortunately for us, yes.
Well, a month ago, it was Slatar.
Slatar.
I think that's been part of the problem over there is the instability. But we have.
How did you solve the issue of the payment to the Afriti?
Well,
in trade.
We are very well connected.
She's going to dismiss you, and she's going to be like, I understand that you're a diplomat, but why is this one crying?
I had a very nice weapon, and I had to give it away to the genie for trade, and I loved it. I'll wipe my tear.
Oh, so the Afriti knows you then?
Yes, actually, we ended on rather good terms.
Well, as long as you give them their money, they're quite amiable.
Indeed.
We shall discuss that a bit more later. For now, we must discuss the problems that we are facing here. If you truly want to help us, what you're going to need to do is to ensure that we don't fall out of the sky.
I suppose that would be a problem. Yeah.
Yes.
How do we do that?
She starts to explain that the balloons that you have seen, like, holding up this island, in addition to the work from the air elemental, that giant city-sized air elemental, that even that isn't enough anymore. For some reason, the air elemental is fading, and they don't know why. She points around the room, and you see all of these murals. And within the murals, you see the floating city. You see the creation of this huge air elemental. And you see there is a mural that seems to be the heart of the air elemental, represented as a dense, dark gray cloud with lightning shooting out of it. And that same dark gray cloud as the heart of the Emperor. You also see that she is sort of scanning the room, just sort of constantly making sure that people aren't coming in and seeing anything. You recognize that while she's on the throne, she's always ready to jump off the throne in case somebody sees her, right? So, yes, we've got some plans, but we don't know if they'll work.
What did you have in mind?
Maybe. And she looks around, she says, I suppose no one would believe a bunch of poisoners if they did open their mouth anyway. Come with me. I've got something to show you. Will you follow her?
I'll
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah.
Yep.
She looks back at you and she says, "Since no one asked, my name is Granny Hacks."
My apologies. Bro,
Nice to meet you, Granny Hacks.
You're not so bad.
Lovely to meet you all.
It's a pleasure.
As you start winding through the hallways of the palace, she comes to a long doorway that is a little shorter than the rest and obviously newer. She looks around to make sure no one is watching. She opens the door and leads you through. It's like the bears have to sort of hunch to get through. But what it leads you to is an underground cavern. And as you're walking, she gives you a little bit of the history of what's going on. What you discover is that there weren't just 5 countries. There weren't just 5 worlds that were combined to create this continent. When the god of wisdom combined all of the different pieces of the world to create this one, there was a 6th called Verondeth. It was actually Lolth's world. It was a world of underdark horrors. An entire world that was just caverns with no life on the surface at all. But when it was slotted into this world, because there was no earth, only caverns beneath it, the entire thing collapsed, creating the wasteland that is in the center of this continent that is impassable. Because every step you take, another cavern might collapse underneath you. It might be that one step that takes to destroy that, and an entire shelf of this continent might just fall into the earth, destroying you and everything around you. When it landed, those that were near the edges managed to survive, a very few underdark species. Those included drow elves, it included gnomes, and it included kobolds and goblins. Because of their ability to tunnel and live underground, the gnomes and the kobolds tunneled this direction towards Jarsai and found this fabulous mountain and started setting up shop. They had no contact with people on the surface until the mountain rose right out of the ground into the air, stranding them a mile up.
That definitely messed up some infrastructure you got going on.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. It's a bit of a life-changing event.
Because we had an environmental effect last week that introduced gnomes into the campaign, you
Ah,
now
that's what
have
you whipped up.
gnomes.
Thank you,
have
Snowflake.
gnomes
Thank you,
and
Snowflake.
Ah, that was so
kobolds.
awesome.
God, the Snowflake.
And the gnomes are now in charge. So, as you head back into these caverns, you see one of the gnome outposts built beautifully into the wall of one of the caverns, created
Ooh.
around the supports, created very specifically with many mechanical objects that you've never seen before. Just astonishing inventions that run on steam, on electricity, incredible things. As you go back, you see more and more gnomes. And you actually see many kobolds running around. They are simply part of society. They live here side by side with the gnomes. And in fact, you see a few creatures that look like half-sized dragonborn that are obviously gnome kobold hybrids. So, If anybody wants to play a mini Dragonborn, we're gonna have that.
Don't know how the anatomy works there, but I'm all for it.
Yeah.
There's now, as you go back through, they explain to you the air elemental seems to be failing. We don't know what to do about it. But we have created something here. When the multiverse opened up to us, all of a sudden after 1,000 years, and we were able to start contacting other planes, one of the first things that we looked for was a way off of this mountain. And accidentally, instead of discovering a way to create a permanent teleportation circle, we created a planar portal to the realm of fire.
Oh.
Hasn't gone well.
Well, it was interesting. We discovered that the portal had no third dimension. It was simply a two-dimensional thing, and it was attached to the stone that it was upon. So we simply cut that piece of stone out and turned it over to block the portal. But then lava began pouring out of it.
I see.
And
As it's prone to do.
yes, we realized that if we could harness this in some way, we might be able to, in fact, create other portals, perhaps to the plane of either water or air. And what she describes essentially is a giant steam engine with one portal to the plane of fire, pouring lava down through several open portals to the plane of water and generating enough steam and enough pressure to actually work as an engine to keep the island afloat.
What was
Wow.
it that you used to create the portal to the fire plane?
Apparently I hate to acknowledge this, but we got our calculations wrong when we created the teleportation circle.
So,
That's
if we were
absolutely
to
fascinating.
perhaps get coordinates for the plane of water, could that work?
Oh, we already have.
Oh,
We have learned to create portals to all kinds of places. Many of them we choose not to, because the denizens there tend to be a little distressing. But the chances of something coming through one of the portals to an elemental plane are incredibly small because the planes are infinite.
I see.
Hmm.
So what's preventing you from making a portal to the water now?
Well, it seems unstable, and it seems like there's something. Well, we're worried about how it will interact with the storm at the center of the air elemental.
Ah, I see. You would technically be causing converted 3 planes.
Potentially, we're just not sure what's inside that storm.
So you want us to find out?
You could.
Well, I mean, that would certainly be helpful.
As long as
Well,
those gliders aren't sabotaged.
That's the condition.
Speaking of which, we encountered slightly off topic, but we encountered a wind or an air genasi woman that seems to have some fire genasi blood in her, selling faulty gliders with the hopes that her customers plummet to their doom. All 4 of our gliders were sabotaged in the same way. We actually almost perished on our way up here.
I'm so sorry to hear that, but that's not uncommon. They do attempt to sabotage our trade routes on a regular basis.
Ah,
Sounds awful.
It's not great.
We'll have to talk to Faldon about that.
I'm
We should
sure
just
he
kill
won't
them.
care.
Well, he doesn't have the choice
Luxury.
to care. He doesn't have the luxury.
to not
at
care.
the moment.
Well, that would be good. Now, why don't you tell me which of you do you think might be able to explore this area?
I have been studying and converging with the various elemental planes. There's a particular subsection of my necrotic tradition that, and you see he kind of goes to one of the tooths that are on his necklace. We're able to commune not just with the more traditional undead, but spirits. And I've been attempting to connect with the elemental spirits of drakes. I've managed to conjure a lightning drake, but I couldn't. It was unstable and we fell from the sky.
Yes, you were the apprentice of Luana, yes? Yes. Luana doesn't actually know anything about that. She learned it all from us.
Would you perhaps assist me in finishing my formula?
I think we could certainly do that. She points over towards the top of one of the sort of city blocks that you see that are sort of vertical instead of horizontal, built into the walls. And she says, "Do you see that?" And it looks like it is like a spinning metal and glass something that's sort of shooting off little lightning bolts. That is a captured drake. And she whistles a very specific whistle, and you see the whole thing sort of slow down a bit, and what you see is that it's a hamster wheel turned on its side, and that when the drake is done, it sort of hops into the center and just eats the food that they've set out for it, which looks like it's some kind of mineral. Maybe some sort of crystal or mineral up there. You can't tell from this distance. But then she whistles again, and it jumps sideways onto this hamster wheel and starts running fast enough that all of a sudden, all you can see is just these sparks of electricity that are being generated by this electric drake.
Absolutely fascinating.
Yes, and it might offer some sort of protection in this situation. There's certainly going to be some interference. The storm is not just for show. It is in fact a true storm.
Lightning is not what troubles me in this case, but it is how to safely explore that area with any kind of craft to actually get there.
Well, that I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to explore it. Everyone that we've sent down there, the craft eventually gets destroyed. Some have gotten very close to the storm, even inside the storm, but they don't reappear once they get there.
Sorry, random question. You know anything about Titan King?
No, she has no idea.
Okay.
That's an extra planar thing.
Gotcha.
There's thing.
Never mind.
Everybody can give me a perception check if they'd like.
Not a perception check.
A perception check.
Finally, I got a good roll.
Oh, not one! I am completely
God.
fascinated by this drake. This drake has my complete attention.
You are trying, you're like sketching down like ways that you could make that work. So
Right.
everyone besides Crow and Fool. You see around the caverns, as you look deeper into them, you realize that while the factories were silent outside, they're not here. That there is, it looks like this is where everything that is being produced is actually being produced for this whole section of the city. So now, what would you like to do? You've got a bunch of portals, you got a bunch of gnomes and kobolds, you got a big, ridiculous storm in the middle of a giant air elemental. Let's make some choices, shall we?
Will you be supplying us with the ship, the vessel? Because we've been scorned before, as you've heard.
We can certainly provide you with some hang gliders.
Felix, how long can you sustain yourself in the air?
I can do mine for a good 10 minutes, typically.
What if we were to get you close enough with a glider, and I will maintain myself in the area, and I can blink in, hopefully, if I can figure out this star shroud,
that
and get you
would
out
be
if anything comes up.
And then Crothon can help divert the storm with his Drake. Yeah, that sounds like it
and
could
I can do some lightning.
be interesting. Yes, and Gorf can attack the lightning with lightning.
Yes.
All right, so tell me, why don't you tell me this plan again? What's going on here? I want to see how I can mess it up.
I don't want to tell you anymore.
All right, fine then. You don't have a plan. You all fall to your death through the center of a giant arrow.
So we are going to fly with me and Gorfa, and Crothon and his Drake are going to divert the lightning away from us. As we get closer, Gorfa is going to blink us into the storm, into the middle. If I fly over, I think that's correct.
So I'm gonna try to get close without getting to the really dangerous part, and let you fly in there, and kind of circle around the outside.
So have you checked? Have you checked with Crow about this plan?
Crow, what do you think?
Oh, what? He's quickly scrambling, putting his notes back. I was definitely listening.
They want to use your lightning drake as a lightning rod to draw the lightning of the storm away, while they go inside.
One moment. And he goes, unwraps the tooth, and you watch as he places it on the ground. Closing his eyes, he begins to speak in primordial and draconic as he communes with the spirit of a long-past drake. You watch as lightning begins to spiral around the tooth, and in a slash, and accompanied by a boom of thunder, this slender, snake-like drake, whose body's ripples with lightning, appears.
Nice. I like that description. You get inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
For a fabulous description. I like it.
Just kind of goes down and starts petting it. I have a question to ask you, Kalata. How do you feel being a lightning rod today?
As you ask, what's their name? Kalata?
Kalata.
Kalata. As you ask, Kalata sort of looks up at you and then starts dancing around like it's very happy.
Looks like we have a yes.
He loves that. He loves it.
While Kalata is around, everybody can smell sort of a constant aura of ozone. And
If only I could capture it in a drink.
Right there you go.
Lightning in a bottle.
Right there. Oh my God, what would that? Oh, it's colada. It would be a colada.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my god.
Colada. Do you like coladas?
Lightning
Whole lot of
colada.
colada.
Oh my God, it's a lightning colada.
Hey!
That makes
A
me so
fool!
happy.
Lightning
Do
colada.
you like
Well,
lightning coladas?
Dude.
Well, that's the thing, is colada could be a number of flavors.
Or
That's right.
falling in a storm.
So, is this the plan that you're going with? You're going to fly Felix down. He's going to head in there.
We're on board.
Fabulous.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll help.
How are you going to help Gorf?
I don't know. Me and
there.
Gorf, I don't know how we're
Emotional
gonna help.
support.
All
I don't
right,
exactly have knowledge of manipulating weather.
Yeah. So
You-
Athul and Gorf are going to be there for emotional support.
Yeah.
You guys
there-
are our backup. If anything were to happen to us, you're the only ones who can contact Delver's Dream and, really, this war needs to happen. We need to save our continent.
It's true. It's true. So, with a plan in place, our intrepid heroes follow Granny Hax as she shows them a stairway that seems to spiral down and down and down. And as you get further down, while the light from above you disappears, there is a light below you as you see where they have begun to set up the portal engine over a hole in the bottom of the mountain. You also see many hang gliders here. This is where the gnomes and the kobolds come from. And who was there? Oh, it was Hunter's Harvest. So the reason we have kobolds on hang gliders, the reason we have hang gliders in the world is because Guillermo, when he was DMing Hunter's Harvest, randomly had a kobold on a hang glider.
Steal someone's
Show up.
spell book?
I know that kobold.
You what?
I know that kobold stat block.
So we've got a fabulous we've got our hang gliders here. Everybody that is going to head down into the storm, get your hang glider, inspect it
Yeah,
thoroughly.
we're gonna check
Yeah.
check the
As-
bolts.
Look
As
at my
we're
bolt.
doing, yeah. As we're
Hiding
doing
them.
that, I just
Athul was definitely inspecting that.
All right.
Sorry, Jax wanted to say something real quick before.
No. Just no. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Okay. No, go ahead. Yes. Done. All right, he's done. He died. He fell down. He tripped through the hole. He just fell down a mile.
No.
I just kneel down next to Felix and, I sprinkle a little bit of holy water and just kind of make one of my symbols on his forehead, and I cast Bless upon him and just say, I believe in you, Felix. We got this.
Okay, yes, of course. I
He's like, what the?
trust you. Let's do this.
Seeing
All right.
seeing him do that, he's actually gonna pull the little dill out of his hood, and he's going to have him go up to Gorf, and he's just gonna nudge him with his little nose, and he's gonna cast Bless on Gorf too, just in case.
Oh, thanks.
Fabulous. All
Thanks,
right, so
Phil.
everybody's got a little bless. Everybody's got a little stuff. We're doing good. And
We're
yes,
blessed.
Yeah, since we're going to be sending down Felix in there, we're definitely, pros and cons, definitely going to go over and kind of placing one of the tooth on his back. You kind of feel a surge of elemental energy wash over you as I cast protection from good and evil. You are going into the heart of an elemental.
nice. Fabulous. All right. So, are the three of you ready?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
set. Ready to
Gonna
lock
do
it?
it.
Oof.
You take off in these very nice and very sturdy, very well made hang gliders. You, Crow, your Drake is actually just on top of your hang glider.
How are you doing up there?
And you see like the paw prints sort of like dancing around on top of it. Felix, you are on top of the hang glider for Goru, ready to jump into the heart of this storm. So, first things first, I'm going to need, as you take off, I need a dexterity check from each of you to see if you can control your hang gliders. Well, from Crow and Goru. Ugh, Crow.
Oof, Crow, not doing
It's
great.
a little like as you take off, you sort of like flip around once, and you're like, so now you can give me a dexterity save. Gorf, are you flying a hang glider?
I thought I was. Was I not?
No, you guys are still up. You're staying behind in case anything happens.
I thought we were gonna like circle it. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Oh, damn. All right, bro. You cannot gain control of your hang glider, and you are just you're tumbling end over.
He gets advantage.
Does he? Does he? Because I'm not seeing any advantage here.
There it is.
Okay, all right.
Yay!
So you may roll again. You're always trying to ruin my fabulous stories.
No.
Only a 12.
Oh, with a dexterity save of 12, again, I'm really sorry.
We have some plus twos. I mean, we've been getting bits like crazy today, so.
Well, all of those were for advantage that I know of, or for environmental effects.
Oh, what were the environmental effects? I think we just had one.
Nope.
Yeah,
we've had two. We've had.
It was artifact.
Yeah, we didn't get any artifact.
Yeah, so artifact hasn't come yet.
Okay,
That's
cool.
going to come into play shortly. And Noria did not claim hers. So, would someone in chat like to claim Noria's environmental effect? You let me know, chat. You let me know. All right. But with a 12, with a Fizz Cannon, do you want to take that environmental effect? Is that a thing that you would like to do? He seems to be pointing at himself. He's going like this. Yes, you are falling now end over end.
Hang on, Kalana.
It's not great. Oh, Fizz Cannon.
It's not meant to fly.
You choose between three things: thunder, lightning, or wind. So let me know which of
sandstorm.
Thunder, lightning, or wind. So wind. All right. With the wind environmental effect, what starts happening is you realize that the inside of this giant air elemental, the wind speeds are totally different than in the outside of the wind elemental. And as you are falling end over end over end, you realize that there is also another current that starts spinning you in a different direction. But it also gives you the opportunity to make a lateral move to try to correct your descent.
I'm definitely going to try that.
You may give me a survival check with advantage or an athletics check with advantage.
I will take survival.
All right.
18.
And fabulous. With an 18, you manage to figure out
Solid.
which direction the wind is coming from, and you catch one edge of that and stop your flipping end over end. So you're about You're about halfway to the central storm. It's starting to get bigger. You can see what it is now, but you have managed to gain control of it. And you realize that the air, once you get out into the air, because of the wind environmental effect, it's actually very gentle and it's very easy to maintain control. So no one is going, you will not have to make any more dexterity checks for your hang glider now. But
Good.
I will need the initial dexterity check to launch your hang glider from Goru. Oh, is that your 19? Okay, you do it just fine. This is old hat for you. You got this. You know,
Now it's working properly.
Yeah,
Yep.
singing
You
a
know
little
what, you've never
ditty on
seen
top of it.
You know why you've never seen a winged orc? That's because we're not meant to fly.
That's right, damn it. So, you are heading down towards this storm. This storm is not huge. It's maybe like a total of 100 feet across, if that, right? So it's not in the middle of this mile-wide air elemental. This is what you've got. So, tell me about this plan.
All right, Carlotta.
So I'm
Ready to eat some
directing
lightning?
my. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear you, Crow.
I just looked up to Kalana. Ready to eat some lightning? And I'm going to attempt to kind of recreate the spiral I saw and do circuits around the epicenter to try and
All
blow
right.
out whatever
As
lightning.
you get close to the storm, something happens to Kalata. She gets struck by lightning, and she loves it.
Yeah!
Great.
Felix is just sitting there playing Thunderstruck.
But because she loves it so much, she actually jumps off the hang glider, and you watch as she sort of like sails around this thunderstorm, just kept up by a constant stream of lightning bolts being
Woo!
attracted
Keep
to her.
going! You're doing great! I'm so proud of you!
So now, Felix and Goru, what are you doing?
I'm trying to direct the glider as close as I can to just before, like, as I sense that turbulence getting, like, super gnarly, or feeling that, like, you know, that static electricity, I'm, like, just trying to have as much intuition as I can and let Felix jump off.
So while he's doing that, I'll pull out the DOS lute, I'll play my little flying ditty, and the bass clef will appear right next to where I'm at, and I'll just, whenever I'm ready, I'll hop onto it and I'll dive into the storm.
Fabulous. So, all right, Felix. You jump into the storm. Because you are in the air and you are falling, you can do a full, like you can get in just 2 rounds, you can get from the edge of the storm to the center of the storm to see what's in there.
Okay. Yes, I'll do that.
All right. I am going to need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Right. While I'm doing all of this, I'm, using the wind. I'm practicing some of my flying, my acrobatics, and I just get a 15.
Okay. So with a 15, you are not stunned, but you are in the middle of a thunderstorm. And you take 12 thunder damage.
Oh, absorb elements.
Nice.
Okay, give it to me. How much of that do you absorb?
Let's see.
You're trying to ruin all the fun.
Let's do this one.
Just fight one.
10.
Okay, so you take 2 thunder damage. In the next round, oh, sorry, yes, Crow.
Would the damage that he's being dealt count as being caused by the elemental?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just make
This is going to
No.
be a sort of a separate. While it is technically part of it, the elemental is so large that there's
I
no
see.
way that
Not
you
a
would
problem.
be able to interact with it. But good idea.
Just making sure.
So you have got. You get through one round, you're definitely taking damage, like your eardrums are starting to bleed. It's incredibly loud in here as lightning bolts shoot off over and over and over again, creating this thunder all around you. You get through the second round, and because you have the Drake redirecting the lightning for you, you do not get struck by lightning as you are
Great.
entering
Awesome.
it.
Nice.
And
Good job, Kalata.
in the very center of this storm, you see a clearing about 10 feet wide, where the wind suddenly supports you. In the center of that clearing, a diamond bigger than you, shining blue and white in the lightning. You can feel the power of it coming off of it in waves. What do you do?
Is that all I see from it? Can I investigate it further?
You may investigate it further. Roll me an investigation check.
No.
Oh.
It is. You know what? I'm gonna need you to make me. I'm gonna need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Yep.
15. And that was a
15.
bad roll. Holy.
You are entranced. You've never seen it. This would be worth a kingdom.
Air genocide.
Felix has advantage.
Yep, just got advantage.
Oh, I do have advantage?
Also, does this count as charmed?
Oh man. Wow, look at that.
No, it's not charmed. It's not
Okay.
charmed. All right. Oh damn. Okay. So
You hate it now.
you recognize this. You recognize what's happening here, and your greed is getting the better of you. Your desire for things getting the better of you, but you can't really figure out what this thing is. It's just incredibly powerful.
Do I... Can I see if I know how I'd be able to move it, or to...
You can reach out to it. You have all the information that you're going to get right now.
Okay.
Based on those rolls, this is what you know.
All right. I'll reach out to it.
Good times.
Die.
Do you see?
Fried mouse.
Do you see my smile here? You see my smile?
We're
I'm
about to
smiling.
have
Look how
smiling.
happy it's bad.
charcoal mouth.
Environmental effect.
Artifact? Player touchdown?
Artifact. Erigenasi created a new player touchdown.
No way!
Yay.
No way!
As you touch it, your connection to the fountain of youth ignites, and you get blasted out of the storm because you cannot touch two planar touchstones at once. So,
Do I see
Felix,
him get like blasted out?
I'm gonna need you roll me a d20. High is good, low is bad. both Goru and not Felix, just Goru and Crow.
Crow.
I got an 11.
I
Okay.
told you not Felix.
Oh, not good. Okay.
Just
18.
flat and 20.
All right. Yes,
Yep.
just a straight 20.
18.
All right. So Goru and Crow, you are both sort of at this point on the same side of the storm, and you see Felix come flying out of the storm at a very high speed.
Oh no!
Crow, I would like a dexterity check from you with
Of
disadvantage.
course, naturally. 15.
Sadly, a 15 is not high enough for this
Oh,
one.
these things happen.
As your fabulous little lightning drake is just skipping around the area, having a glorious time with the lightning.
As she does.
She accidentally appears right behind you and knocks you directly into the storm.
For being an
Ugh.
ally.
So, first thing, let's deal with first things first. Goru, you see Felix flying out of the storm here. What are you going to do?
I try to catch a bank and see if I can catch him while at the same time like directing so that if I just put my shield out there, I'm like, I don't know if this qualifies. Help me out here. So I'm trying to blink towards him and see if I can snag his collar with one of my hands.
Fabulous. You, Felix, give me a sleight of hand check.
I love these. 28.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So you very easily managed to grab a hold of the edge of the hang glider. You've seen him do this blink maneuver before. He disappears, reappears very close to you. You snag the edge of it, and you manage to get back up on the glider. Fabulous. As that is happening, I am going to need a Constitution saving throw from Crow, please.
Oh boy.
Oh, yes. And thank you for the follow, Bubbles. You are fabulous. You get a little wink from Corton. You sure do. Wink.
That is a 10.
Ooh! So, you are momentarily stunned. And you are going to take some thunder damage.
I will cast. Wait, I'm stunned. I cannot cast absorb elements. I'm just gonna take this.
I will let you cast absorb elements before you get stunned. It will
Alright.
be the damage will hit before the stunning effect.
Not a problem. So I will cast it to half the damage.
All right, so you only take 7 damage from the thunder, but now you are just careening towards the center. You like Felix, because Kalindra is not Kalindra. I'm sorry, what's her name again? Kalata.
Kill it.
Colada. There's like it's a drink. It's Colada. Because Colada is maintaining their sort of bouncy dance around this storm. You do not get struck by lightning. But you are now in the center of this storm, sort of floating around. Give me another Constitution saving throw. Let's see if you can get out of your stun.
14.
14 sadly is not enough, but
I'm
you can
still
do it
stunned.
you can do it every round.
Not a
So
problem.
it's just a matter of like how many. So we'll say that within 60 seconds, within 10 rounds, you manage to roll high enough not to be stunned anymore. So you are in the center of this storm.
Kind of come
Giant
to-
diamond.
able to move my body again, see this massive diamond. I can cast a lot of spells with that. Kind of like look out to see if I can see if Felix got caught and he's safe.
You
or
can't
not.
see anything. There
Oh,
is
great.
yeah. It's like you are alone in the world.
As he looks at it, he looks out in his own direction, just like, I gotta go save him. And he unknowingly kind of touches the diamond only to push himself off to exit the storm.
As soon as you touch this diamond, you have a choice to make. Will you accept the planar touchstone?
I will.
As you touch the diamond, you feel a storm rise in your chest. You literally see lightning start to spark in your heart. And you recognize now what the mural in the throne room was all about. You have become one with the heart of the sky. A planar touchstone. And this is what the air elemental needed. It cannot survive here without a partner to anchor it to this reality. That has been the job of the emperors for hundreds of years. But this one was too weak to make the journey, and that's why the air elemental began to fade. In the chat on Twitch, you can see your new homebrewed item called the Heart of the Sky. What this does, this Heart of the Sky, at the very center of the city-sized air elemental that supports the floating palace called the Wind's Song, is a glowing gem. This huge blue diamond is called the Heart of the Sky. Attuning to this touchstone simply requires a brief touch, but getting to the gem is treacherous to say the least. Besting the hurricane-level winds inside the elemental tears most people apart, but which it would have if you did not have an environmental effect. But if you can lay a hand on this gem, it will grant you a few of the powers possessed by the largest of air elementals. First, you are now constantly surrounded by swiftly moving breezes. Loose paper, hair, and cloth gets whisked away in the winds that surround you, but you also never need to worry about breath again. You will always have a corona of air around you, even underwater. Whenever there is a non-magical ranged attack made against you, you may deflect it away from you. You may do this a number of times each day, equal to your dexterity modifier. This ability recharges after a long rest, and your dexterity is increased by 2.
Wow.
I'm so hyped.
Dang, that's awesome. Very, very cool.
The Heart of the Sky!
you.
Yay!
So rad.
Well, at least you could never be drowned.
I cannot drown. Does this make me king? Am I king now? Is this how that works? Am I the emperor?
The logic tracks.
Now, though, as you push off the Heart of the Sky, you are shot out again. I would like, Goru, since you're the only one with a hang glider, I would like you to give me a d20. High is good, low is bad. Oh!
Someone save.
So,
I will use my inspiration. Go.
well, it's not, sadly, you can't give him your inspiration. I'm
No!
very sorry. I'm very sorry.
That's thrown to you.
Well, he gets advantage.
Goru. Wait, what's happening? What's happening? Oh my
I gave him
god.
advantage.
Oh, of course you did. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna ban you from doing that anymore. Good God. All right, give me another roll, please. You screw up all my fun. I never get to kill anyone anymore.
50.
Good lord! All right, with a 15, you are on the same side as you are sort of gliding around. You happen to be on the same side of this storm as Crow. So he comes just shooting out of this thing.
I'm coming to save you, Felix!
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
He still has his hand glider, right?
Yeah.
He does not. Oh, Goru has a sand glider.
Yeah,
He got
my
knocked
glider's
the hell
gone.
off. Yeah, no. His little pet just accidentally got too excited. All right. What are you gonna do?
Grab him.
Anything?
Trying to go snag him out of the air.
All right.
Dive.
Just grab him.
All right. He's a little further away than Felix was. So as you blink, you're still not quite able to get to him.
If I
So
see,
yes.
if I see that he's heading my direction, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna cast lightning lure to just fill in the gap.
You
Oh
can
my God.
absolutely do that. How much damage does your lightning lure do?
Oh boy, lightning lure does. Oh, it is 8. Oh, please choose to fail
Like
this saving
2d8s
throw.
or something.
As 2d8.
Yeah.
All right,
2d8
I'm gonna
lightning
roll.
damage.
I'm gonna roll a little damage. Your lightning lure attaches to the bottom of the hang glider, and as you swing across around the back and flip yourself up onto the top of the hang glider, both Felix and Goru
Oh no.
take 11 damage as the lightning is conducted through the metal of the hang glider. And Felix is just sort of like shaking a little bit, and a little smoke coming out of the top of his head when you land.
Look at me.
Goru,
You're alive. You're safe.
I
You didn't
need-
die.
I need a dexterity check with disadvantage to see if, while you are being struck by lightning, you can maintain control of your
He
hang
is
glider.
very resistant to lightning now.
I do have resistance, but I will do that. Dexterity saving throw.
No, dexterity check. All right, gimme them rolls. Okay, with disadvantage with a 7. Sadly, you can't really maintain control of it. You're getting a little too close to the storm, and now that the air elemental is empowered again, first of all, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from each person to start.
All right.
Ooh, okay, Goru, you have failed your dexterity saving throw. Crow, Felix, you... God, you got a crit. Okay, Crow. You know what? Don't bother. It's fine. With a critical dexterity save, what you see is that now, and you can feel this, Crow. You can feel the air elemental becoming empowered again to do its job, and it grows stronger and stronger, shoving the island up further to where it used to be at about 2 miles high. It was only at about half of where it was in the last 100 years. As that happens, though, a lot of stone is getting shaken loose from the bottom of the mountain and is now raining down on you. But, Felix, with your critical saving throw, you managed to pull out one of your weapons, and you are literally just batting debris away from the hang glider.
There you go. That's how you do.
I don't know how you're doing that, but keep it up.
And because of that, I will allow you to get back into the jet stream of the air elemental and land once again in the gnomish part of the mountain. And having saved the heart of the sky, which is the heart of this air elemental, you have saved the city.
Yay!
Congratulations! Cheering, cheering,
Poison
and
Crew!
And
Poison
with
Crew!
that
Poison Crew!
is
We
where
didn't
we will
die.
end our stream today. Yay!
Yes!
To everybody for being
Solid.
fabulous.
Rokon is the
Solid.
We are fast becoming just the like 3 out of the 5 of us have a lightning power.
Right.
Well,
yours
We're
is more
literally
wind
going to be a
powered,
storm brigade.
but yeah.
From now on, the only thing you're going to get hit with is fire then. That's just it. It's all fire all the time now.
we should have a storm-themed team name, like,
Absolutely.
Love it.
and all of
We
us
will
have
save
Thunder
themed
Friends.
We will save that
nicknames.
for next time. For now, I want to thank all my fabulous players. Thank you all so much for being here. It is delightful. We've got a lot of fabulous people on the channel, and I can't wait to show off so many delightful people as we do fun one-shots that are coming up, fun series that are coming up, all that good stuff. For now, let me let you know about our sponsors before we raid into another delightful D&D stream. But we are part of the Rolling Together stream team. We love it. It is delightful. It's full of all kinds of fabulous people from all over the world. We have got streams in Asia, Australia, England, Europe. We've got them a couple in America as well. There is just, if you need D&D at any time of the day, you can hit up the Rolling Together stream team, and we will be here for you. I also want to give a huge shout out to Dead Aussie Gamer. I play in his game right before I DM this one. It's literally like I turn off one camera, turn on the next camera, and we're going. We go. But I absolutely adore him. He's fabulous, and he's part of the Dreaded stream team, which is a new thing that he's doing with Dreaded GM and a couple of his other partners. And it's just, there's such a group of amazing people. So I highly recommend going and saying hi to him if you haven't already. And for our sponsors, we have got all kinds of cool people helping us out with this stuff. We have got, later today, I'm going to be doing an interview with Games Played Badly, which is a fabulous YouTube channel. Please go head over there, go say hi, leave comments, subscribe, do all the kind of things that we need to get these algorithms up and going to help out, especially the smaller streamers in the space. That includes us, by the way. So go like and follow all the good stuff. There's Hero Forge. We just partnered with them today. Please, if you need any minis or anything like that, head over to Hero Forge. They will make beautiful minis for you. And if you just like playing with Hero Forge, consider getting a subscription to Hero Forge. And if you use our affiliate link, then we will get a little thing so you can support us while doing something that you absolutely adore doing. So that's delightful. Phoenix Dice, we are going to be doing a giveaway with Phoenix Dice tomorrow. We love them. And the fun thing that we are doing with that is you get to choose whatever dice you want in their whole store. We're not giving away a specific set. We're giving away any dice that you want. So feel free to jump on that. If you want to throw up the giveaway, jump in there. Go join as many times as you want. We love it. Souls Rolls is our sponsor for tomorrow's stream, which is our Wheel of Time stream. Stop by and see what happens when 20 Trollocs decide they want to eat some people.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We're completely surrounded right now. Good God.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
So definitely be there for that. Realm Warp Media is one of our sponsors. They give us all kinds of fabulous things to give away, all kinds of stuff from DM's Guild and from Drive Through RPG. This week, what they're giving us is the Beneath the Graveyard, which is a fabulous Halloween one-shot adventure that you could get and run at your table. In addition, we also have Incarnate. Incarnate, fabulous map-making software. We use a lot of Incarnate maps. We use them for our worlds, for our countries, a lot of our battle maps, all that kind of stuff. We absolutely adore them. And in the finale of the Wheel of Time mini campaign, we are going to be giving away a year's subscription in addition to a whole bunch of other things, but a whole year's subscription to Incarnate. So you can make all the maps you want, have all the fun, get access to all the cool things that they've got. So yes, definitely sign up when we start doing that. And thank you to chat so much.
Amazing.
You guys are so fabulous. Now, I will say as a DM, I have to create much more dangerous encounters than normally I would be creating for them, because chat loves the characters so much, and that makes me so happy. Oh my god, I can't tell you how happy
really
that
happy
makes me.
too. It's so cool to have
To
love our
us.
characters.
Yeah, so we get to be,
Thank you,
because you are so involved, we get to be so much more epic. We get to do so many more crazy things, and I love it. So give yourselves a huge round of applause, and thank you again for everything that you do for us. And what we are going to do is we are going to go head over to Kaz the DM right now. Remember, when we raid somebody, we let them know what Playnard Allies is bringing to the potluck. Personally, I am going to be bringing a rejuvenated air elemental. That's right.
I'm bringing a lightning colada.
I'm bringing you medic poison. You never know when you need it.
Oh
There
my
you
god.
go.
We're totally going to create bar kits that that we can for our online store, so you can make
Yes.
lightning coladas at home.
Oh my god.
Bringing vomit-covered maps.
There we go.
Right. And here we go, rating right now. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Take care.